Okay, so today is Tuesday, 3 p.m., 3:23, ironically.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm sure I have a story about Mazda. I think they're 323s, or is it 232s? I don't know, but
Mazda?
Well, my brother's old car where he put, I swerve it, hit people at random on it, and I was driving down the street in his car, and someone was waiting on the side of the road by Valsurf on Ventura Boulevard in Topanga, and they saw me, and they threw their car sideways and caused an accident, and then they got out of their car screaming he tried to kill me.
Oh my god.
Alerting the police, but the police obviously already knew what they were doing.
Right.
Trying to make it look like I'm ramming people with my car. I could go. I have a 8-hour video. I doubt you watched it. 8 hours of me kind of holding a stabilized camera and talking about each location, going out to each location of car setups.
How many were there?
I can't even count.
Hundreds?
Not hundreds. I would say, like, let's just say 12.
12.
And there's probably a lot I didn't know about that I didn't catch.
Right.
Because I'm pretty good at avoiding them.
Right.
They got me on a couple. I think I got 2. And then when I tell people, do you want to talk or we kill you? And they try to flip it. Oh, you just have a lot of guilt about what you did, right?
It's insane.
Yeah, sure. And then as I'm videoing the incidences, people are showing up in pairs of twos and trying to provoke me. Once again, just like the same thing like the driving. I'm trying to cause accidents. I'm trying to cause you to hit me or something while you're trying to video yourself. Right?
It's
okay.
Insane.
Yeah.
Like...
right? It's nonstop. I mean, we have 2 white cars down there in the corner. We have the guy honking in the corner there. I mean, minute by minute, worldwide. I mean, once again, just coming out here, I probably have a good 100 things.
Right.
Okay, so...
2 of the exact same white vehicles over there. Right.
Okay, and we have been through the hundreds... Oh, by the way, side note, remind me before I forget our topic. Our conversation last week about Connie Raya. She has a brother, he's too logical and needs to be put in a mental institution. I've also had similar conversations with Adrian Olivares. My father with Lorena Escobar, tried to sort of manipulate me into dating, how her brother's crazy and he needs to be put in a mental institution. And, okay, just a quick note here. Brittany, what do you see here?
2 backwards
They're multiplying, correct?
Oh my god. 2
backwards pickups, and there's a white one too. Okay, they're multiplying. How is this possible, Brittany?
Right.
They're random events, and nobody's doing anything out of the norm, and there's no communication. Oh, there's a fourth white. Okay.
And backwards and forwards over there.
Okay.
There's a shit on this.
Okay, so as you can see, they're multiplying with larger and larger worldwide groups, exponentially growing, and but nothing's going on, and everyone knows what's going on, and this nothing's going on, but one man, Kevin Perlman. How do you explain that?
Good question.
Okay, so where were we? Oh, three people. I want you to understand this. 3 people in my life that have weaseled into my life have basically indirectly. 2 of them were indirect threats, and 1 was a direct threat by Jason Perlman at 16 years old. He's going to put me in a mental institution. He and his friends are going to put me in a mental institution. Okay, well, kind of, pretty much a direct threat.
That's fucking weird to say that in the first, like, why would he say that?
And it wasn't direct, it was, me and my friends put a teacher in a mental institution, and we have a bug in your room, because if he says it direct, I go to the police.
Right.
We have a bug in your room, we're listening to everything you do on the radio to try to turn me into a violent paranoid, make me look like a violent paranoid schizo. Okay. But this is the question I want to ask you, Brittany. Sure. In all your years of dealing with people with mental illness, or not even mental illness, but like crazy psychotics or whatever.
Yeah.
How many situations, whether it's in institutions, out of institutions, people you know, stories from people you know, someone threatening to put someone in a mental institution? Never. Exactly. Honestly. Never. And if I ask anyone in the next 40 years of my life, whatever, if I'm alive for 20 more years, which I won't be probably, I guarantee you that I will not hear one story like that from anyone, even if I walk up from stranger to stranger asking. And, so you just confirmed the obvious. How is it that I or you have never heard of anything like this, but I've heard it from 3 people? 3 random people.
That's insane.
Okay? Just like the 3 cop harassments in the last couple of weeks or whatever, following me from place to place. And two Allied Universal people following me.
Are you trying to get on the freeway?
Yeah. There's Hampshire.
If you go straight,
yeah, okay.
it's probably...
Okay, so right, in the last couple of days we had Allied Universal Security follow me to PetSmart, which they don't even work there.
Right.
And a lady, the Cry Wolf, I had 2 Cry Wolf tactics in this day alone on video. A lady claiming, or I go to PetSmart, I take a pic, I'm videoing the fast people following me and parking backwards and honking in pairs of 2s. And as I'm walking the door, a girl yells, "You took my picture, blah, blah, blah," trying to play the...
Today?
No, this was like last week.
Oh, okay.
The "you took my picture" game. Wait, Hampshire's back that way.
But are you trying to go north on the freeway?
I'm trying to go back that way on the freeway.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. There's a rancho or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I want you to focus on the Civic Center here parking, because this is also strategically coordinated like every other parking lot in the world. Look at the 2 cars, white cars backwards in the corner here.
Oh yeah.
And look at the 2
trucks,
white pickups.
3 actually. 3 white pickups.
3 white pickups backwards, and last week there were 2 red cars backwards with those 2 white cars backwards. You get the idea.
Yeah, it's always right there.
Okay, so, and the reason they put them in the corner is because when you're driving on the main street here, you can see, it's like the trigger mechanism. Okay, oh, what's going on? Oh, look, they're doing it over there. Okay, now you go in a lot, now there's 100 more.
Right.
And they're going to do it in this lot over here. See that gray car over here?
Backwards.
It's backwards. Why is that? Because they're reeling you in to fillet you.
Right.
Okay, so, but it's in every parking lot in the world, and every verbal comment in the world.
Right.
Okay, so, where the fuck was I? I'm totally getting sidetracked. Okay, Allied Universal is down here. We haven't seen a security guard in that Starbucks lot or Jamba Juice, and they got really mad at me for coming out here going to Jamba Juice. So wait, it's not just Starbucks, it's also Jamba Juice too.
Right.
And it's also this gas station and that restaurant and Brittany's office and that. Okay, so anyways, yeah, anywhere. We have 3 death threats or mental illness threats, which are the same thing.
Right.
We have 2 Allied Universal places with Allied Universal who have threatened me 3 different locations from 3 different guards in different cities.
Right.
You're not allowed to take pictures on private property, which is a lie.
Right.
And as I just told Brittany in the parking lot, there's no law that says you can't take a picture on private property. There's no law that says you can't take a picture on public property. There's only a law that says you can't kill people on public or private properties. And getting proof of that is what they're angry about, hence their little death threats that we're going to follow you and torture you and kill you, and you can't have websites that expose us trying to kill you because Ron Perlman, Dr. Ronald Barry Perlman, and Mike Huntley say your kind or whatever is not allowed to defend themselves, right? Okay, so whatever he means by that shit while paying off the cops. Okay, so so we're back to the take care tactic and the mass groups with Allied Universal Security. You're not allowed. Okay, so what happens is, obviously, the courts, Brittany's not legit because she is witnessing. She's a witness and sees what's going on. So we got to debunk Brittany.
Right.
Which has been the only person in 42 years who has had the balls to say, I see what's going on and this is wrong. Which, no offense, I can see you get really nervous about it, but...
No, it's just, it blows my mind that I'm literally the only one who has been, like, acknowledged this.
Yeah, I've just met with pure fucking dirty Jew type of behavior, you know? It's weird. Since 5 years old. And then they turn around. You're a hater. You hate women. You're white supremacist. Okay,
all shit that makes no sense.
So obviously, if someone's on my side, the judicial system can't have that. And you've seen...
the extent they go to try and...
Seymour Amster, you've heard his audio recordings when he's with me versus when he's with you and me, showing he's a blatant fucking pathological lying murderer. And stealing my money and trying to lock me away, and helping them not do his job, and helping them kill or eradicate people they just don't like or trust or think are not, they don't fit the category of being what a human should be or something. You know, like black people didn't fit the category in slavery or racism. Black people didn't fit what human beings should be, so they were killed or turned into property and whipped to death and
horrendous.
Yeah. Okay, so same thing. So obviously I have to do what the courts say because that's their leverage, that's their whip. They've done everything from day one that they've asked.
I know.
When they were verbal about it. Britt Seymour stated to me, Kevin, you can go see anyone you want, putting in the little loophole caveat.
The loophole, that's what I'm glad you like.
I didn't read dockets back then. I mean, nobody reads their fucking docket.
No.
I have to do all the work of lawyers. And then they go, Kevin thinks he's a lawyer. No, I'm trying to fucking survive a worldwide kill operation.
Right, you're trying. It's just crazy. Like that's the loophole that they use. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they planned it out from day one. Everything's planned out. This entire thing is planned out to flip me out. It was planned out at 5 years old. There's a point where Kevin's gonna say something's wrong.
Right.
And then they're gonna go, Kevin's flipped out. He needs help. So he does what we tell him. And instantly my mother sweeps in with her list of psychiatrists to fuck me over. Okay, so it was all planned. And then the more proof I get, the more she looks the other way, going, you're crazy. Well, but it's on video. And they try to skate this way and that way. It's on, just like the police refuse to take the video footage of people physically attacking me. Or the other things.
Right. It's like, and
then we were in that police station a couple months ago, him stating you want to be on the run, you should want this. Hey, don't you want to be a tough guy? Look, this is what's going on. He keeps skating and making up lies. Well, you know, you offended someone. Everything anyone doesn't like is going to offend someone, but I don't see a law that states if someone doesn't like you, they're allowed to kill you because they don't like you or they're offended by you. Correct. The law states that you have the right to be a free person, and if that person doesn't like you, they should stay the fuck away from you. And if they're following you obsessively, trying to rid you of the world, physically or with mental illness tactics, they're involved in a crime, period.
Right, exactly.
Okay, now the irony is I have cops flying around hinting in joking ways that I'm a stalker. A couple of weeks ago on video. Well, like usual, they just keep getting on video. And then people get mad that I have the video of them trying to execute. But if I'm sitting there out in the fucking movies at Decker Canyon on a dirt fucking road and I'm stalking people, how's that even possible?
It's not. It's clearly not.
Right? Every situation is the same. It's the motherfucking Spanish Inquisition since 5 years old.
How do they know you're there in the first place?
Exactly. And the cops don't usually come out there either. Right? So I have 2 video recordings where the cops went out, like, with fucking movies. Where I'm trying to get away from everything. But, but changing and going up because nothing's ever good. And Dr. Alex and Cesar are having on 5 different things at once, and this and that. And it's just crazy. And I was like, look, these people are fucking attacking me all day and night. Look, I had video of it, blah, 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 you know, why are a lot of these, he's Persian, by the way, why are these Persian groups copying me, stalking me, I'm Persian, and then you plays this game like I'm doing something to Persians, and he has Persian groups following me to Starbucks, one girl named Arnaz, hinting I'm a hacker, you name it, right? So, trying to get dirt on me, and it just goes from 100,000 people per hour, like, whatever. Okay, so, I'm doing everything I'm told, and then some like usual. Right. Now, what happens is, I have to call 100,000 psychiatrists. They're all full of shit. None want to help me. And when they find out that they have to write a cheeseball letter saying, yeah, I'm getting therapy, they play these games, trying to redirect me to non-LACTMH people. Oh, but I'll help you. Trying to fuck me over and destroy my credibility. Was playing this game after I got out of jail. We have this liaison. We're trying to lock in manipulate you into a mental institution. Once again, the fucking mental institutions. Okay? From the judicial system and random lawyers whose job is to defend you from psychotics trying to lock you in cages. Okay. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like, why is this person, like everyone else, obsessed with these minute things that nobody cares about? The fucking Spanish Inquisition here. It's like, why do you have a camera? I'm gonna kill you. Why do you have a black car? I'm gonna kill you. Why is your car eclipsed? I'm gonna kill you. Why do you have a black and blue shirt? I'm gonna kill you. Why are you wearing these hiking boots? You know what you did? I'm gonna kill you. Why are you doing that? I'm gonna kill you. Why is your hair long? I'm gonna kill you. Okay? Right? Same thing. Thing after thing. Person after person. What is fucking going on? Okay. It's been going on since 5. This hate rage obsession. Okay. And then if you say who cares what people think, that's also a crime, even though everyone fucking says it. Okay, so after Did You Leave Your House, cops start showing up. So what is the searching car related to? It's related to me, my statement to some piece of shit threatening me that I have fucking DVR footage here or SLR mirrorless footage. It doesn't fucking matter. Or the parking lot full of people trying to make me mentally ill and kill me or lock me away. This is 5 years old. With a father that I believe is pissed because I associate with the type of girl he doesn't like, so he wants to chop my dick off. Things like this. Okay? And these are dramatized statements. These are true things. Yeah. With a judge that we have videos talking about how this person who mutilates Spence peepees or fucking her hero or whatever, okay? And I didn't take the time to look at the specifics, but I really heard all I needed to hear.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay, so anyway, and Jason's threats while he's popping water beds, he's gonna pop my bladder and shit. And then probably telling the world that I made him pop the waterbed and shit like this. So I'm not going to explain that situation right now.
No.
Okay, so the searches are connected to me saying this is private property and I can't have a camera in here. And the cops then illegally searching the car. And then them saying after the search, the second pair that showed up, well, you know, you can see how it stinks because you have all this surveillance equipment. And by the way, the first cop, her face fucking was just full of fucking fear because when they put me in the back of the police car.
While they search you?
Yeah. They put me in the back of the police car for no reason. Searched the car.
Right.
This happened twice. And the second time, the guy says, "Can I search your car?" I don't answer. And he searches the car. He shines his light. The second guy shines his light at the driver's side. I'm in the passenger seat. I wave. I'm over here. He walks up. He puts my hands behind. Doesn't say anything. Puts my hands behind my back. I say, "Am I under arrest?" He says no. And he puts me in the car.
And he doesn't.
And he says, "Can I search your car?" And I don't answer. He searches the car.
That's illegal.
That's illegal. There's no probable cause. There's no reasoning.
No.
His reasoning at the end was, well, if you stink, you can see how that because you have surveillance equipment. I said, "Officer, I don't have surveillance equipment." I said, "This is a $50 camera. You probably have the same thing in your car."
Exactly.
And this is a mirrorless camera. These aren't surveillance equipment. Surveillance implies that it's like a button cam and a wire.
Right. That you're surveilling something.
Correct. Okay. So they're taking like usual nothing and they're trying to make it look. Even if I did have surveillance equipment, that's still not illegal. But there's no surveillance equipment. It's a camera that photographers have. And this is a DVR. The people, 100 million, 30% of the population buy these DVRs for car accidents and things. Right. Or maybe to catch a fucking 747 falling on the freeway. Whatever.
It's not unusual to have
No. Okay, so they're looking like usual. They're making up excuses for justifications. Just like the Bar Association and defense attorneys are to defend people from corrupt cops and things like that so they get fair trials. Everything they're doing is backwards, but they're not doing it because they believe that. They believe it as much as Greg Waugh believes I'm a bad guy for stopping Jason Perlman from bashing his skull with a crowbar. Yeah. Okay, so So the connection is, now if we go really deep, we can go back to my father putting the bullet hole in the paying off the cops at 16, putting the bullet hole in his 300E Mercedes, telling the police and world that I tried to kill and scare him, linking to the movie Wizards at 5 years old and the gun, saying I conform to media, I'm a violent paranoid schizo who has a gun, paying off Victoria Walker for my 30th birthday to give me a toy gun in front of him, then telling me that Maria Elena, his ex-girl that he was dating, and has a cleaning service and she needs money. Will I let her clean my house? And then him coming to me saying, Maria Elena found a gun in your house, which was a toy gun he paid off Victoria Walker to give me, and then paying off the cops to throw me in jail, saying I'm a violent paranoid schizo with a gun.
That's insane.
Okay, and I can go deeper and deeper, but I won't.
Okay, so that's how it was connected.
Okay, so now the cop's statement on this DVR camera, that they didn't know they were being recorded until it made a noise. You know, something, it said when you bump the car, it says something, or it switches into parking mode. And they were searching the car, and they had a whole dialogue, which is all recorded.
What did they say?
I won't do the whole thing, but the video I sent you was while they're looking for shit and trying to make it look like they're looking for an open container. He says, what we're really looking for is a gun.
Oh my god.
And he mentioned something about security guards.
Seriously?
Yeah, so the security guards that are paid off to have me hunted and killed are crying wolf like everyone else.
Wow.
Oh, poor me, we're hunting Kevin. He better not get proof of what we're doing, blah, blah, blah. He has video footage. Oh, he's harassing us. Oh, poor us, or this or that. The same thing everyone else is doing. Coffee shops, we're hunting Kevin with mass groups, mobbing him and trying to kill him. Oh, poor us. Look, if Kevin reacts, they think they get a reaction.
Bullshit.
And if they can't get a reaction, Kevin masturbated in the bathroom. I know about your website.
It's insane. It's like, if whatever you do in the bathroom is your private matter, they shouldn't know anything about
Correct.
that.
But you're going to say, why are these sickos obsessed? Following me from place to place with their little Spanish Inquisition, and your kind needs to fucking die, and you're a bad guy, and you know what you did, and you need to tell us. Right? And if you don't tell us, then it's your transgressions, according to Garrett at Starbucks on Topanga in Ventura, for buying a fucking coffee in 2001.
Oh, that was a different instance.
The coffee shop started in 2001, walking into Topanga Ventura Starbucks with a bunch of strangers. He bought a fucking coffee. We're going to kill him with every resource on the planet. That's how the coffee shop started.
That's insane.
And the pool halls obviously started. Kevin walked into a fucking pool hall in 1992, and we're going to hunt him and kill him. Okay? Introducing Val Morozo, Steve McPike, all befriending me. Val Morozo was number 2 in Take Kevin to strip clubs, and that was at the age 21 or 22, no, 23 or something in University of Colorado. I would take Kevin to strip clubs, Kevin stalking strippers, all connected with Rody Morales back here, taking me to strip clubs. Okay, so we're getting totally sidetracked. The point is, all these people do the same thing. We're going to follow Kevin from place to place, trying to get any piece of dirt to rid him in the world, and then they cry wolf and play victim. Oh, poor us, look what Kevin did to us. And then the cops, as if they don't know what's going on, follow me around, helping them, because the cops are the ones telling them. This is how gang stalking operations work. The cops pay off or tell the security guards to hunt people, which is out of their boundaries of what they do normally.
Oh, absolutely.
The security guards tell the people, this guy did all these things, help us with the police. The police turn everyone into vigilantes. They call neighborhood watch groups, while the vigilantes hunt and torture and stalk, like Terrence Scroggins and Bailey Bernard's, all contacted and paid off to do these things. And then say, I did this to them. Okay? That's how it works. That's how it goes down. So they all have to, that's the hierarchy of power of these illegal operations. So they have to cover up with their cry wolf tactics. That even a couple days ago from random civilians, I have 2 on video too. One at PetSmart, I supposedly took someone's picture, and I said, you know what, fuck you. You're going to fucking accuse me of shit that isn't true. I am going to get video, and by the way, I didn't take your picture. I'm videoing, and you're all fucking recorded. Okay? And instantly, within seconds, Allied Universal Security was there. And so you ask a couple of questions, kind of like Jack Reacher. How did the security Allied Universal know to show up as the girl's crying wolf.
Right. Exactly.
One, second, in 20 years of buying, 15 years of buying pet food at the PetSmart,
Yeah.
I've never seen one security guard, especially
Really?
Allied Universal Security.
Jesus.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
And right down at the Jamba Juice in Thousand Oaks, Allied Universal guy is standing in the lot right now.
I never even realized
Yeah,
that.
so,
That's crazy.
so all of a sudden, Allied Universal are ramping up their resources, to stalk and hunt Kevin. Okay, we're trying to set him up. Well, Kevin, you can't get proof of people trying to kill you. That's illegal on private property, because that's illegal. So we're going to follow you from place to place to kill you. No, what you're going to do is follow me from place to place since 5 years old to kill me and make up lame excuses to try to immobilize me and tie my hands behind my back while you try to finish the job. Okay?
I can't believe. I'm so glad you had that recording when they were saying when they were searching for shit.
Oh, I have the other recording where he walks up. So he was stalking today.
That's fucked up.
Now he's saying it in a joking way,
But it's not
but he's
funny.
trying to get probable cause. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, and I offer him some chips. He wants some chips, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, wait, you guys don't have masks on. Why don't you have masks on? You're not going to give me the bug, right? And then there's a third event. I'm trying to remember the third cop event. But they're all on video. They're all fucking on video.
Right. I was wondering if they wear masks or not. But
They don't, actually. Well, actually, one guy did. I said, why don't you guys... I said, my mask's in the car. I didn't know you guys were going to surprise me or something. I said, you guys don't have the bug, do you? And then she had a scared look. The one female had a scared look on her face, and the other guy pulled one up like this, but the other guy didn't have one. But the one, back to the point. The car search,
Yeah.
this thing made the noise, and then the girl came, the cop was like looking at me as they pulled me out of the car, and she had this scared look, and she knew. Once again, like the 100th video recording of them trying to hunt, harassing me, trying to cover up their 42-year crime. Okay, so we're going to tell you sidetrack. We're back to, I wanted Brittany to write questions again because I don't want to take charge. I mean, listen, when you hear me talk, you can see that this event connects to that event, it connects to this, and I'm going to talk for a fucking year straight. So I want Brittany to ask the questions that she thinks is pertinent here to the recent moment, I guess.
Well, I did one
And I'm
question.
picking my sunburn here.
I know I saw
Don't try to
that.
kill me. No, okay.
Here's my thank you for like telling me about like the medication and stuff.
Okay, just one quick.
Oh, sorry.
We did older videos. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're.
We did older videos. This is the emotional blackmail book that Starbucks or Coffee Bean on Ventura and Corbin, Tampa by the In and Out has been hunting me with these World Eye groups because I've read a book that talks about extremely abusive people in the self-help section here at the bookstore, and this is a crime. Reading about your murderers trying to kill you, just like Adolf Hitler would say, reading books is a crime because he doesn't want you to have any knowledge about anything. Okay, so
you do, and then they're still not stopping. So that's like, and you know, I know I've talked about it before.
yeah,
It
but
was
we're now reinforcing their agenda. That they don't care about my health. That they don't want me healthy. That this isn't about healthy. They want to mentally bludgeon me and mentally batter me to death, or to the point that they can lock me away for having too much information. For having too much information. For having, what did Adolf Hitler do to people that read books?
No books were allowed.
They put a fucking bullet hole. They lined you up against a fucking wall, and they put a motherfucking bullet hole in your head. If you were lucky, because if you weren't, they dragged you to concentration camps and tortured you, and then maybe eventually to Auschwitz or whatever, and then to go on a train to Auschwitz, and then drag you to the fucking showers. Okay? All because you wanted to be smart enough to know that what he was doing is wrong.
Right. You can't defend yourself.
Right, or any reason. Just having too much knowledge to be smart enough
To know
that what he's
doing.
it's about control, governmental control, but it's really based on a sick, demented.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Absolutely. And okay.
this is we're talking about the United States government, and no offense, Brittany, the psychology community orchestrating what's going on here with my father and his psychology degree, starting on me when I was 5 years old. You knew who I was at 29. I was very energetic. I was very driven and passionate. I was going to the gym. I was doing cardio for an hour or two, an hour in the morning, and I go to the gym at 6 p.m. after leaving my office and do weightlifting. Get really, I look like a totally different person right then. And then I go out and be very exercising and playing cool and social with my friends and my frenemies I didn't know. And I've always been a very active person. And in between that, I was coming up with new original ideas of how to start companies or make businesses and this and that. And I was driven and passionate and shitloads of energy. And someone was really mad about that. And then they play this game like, you can't sleep and have nightmares, and they're like taking it out of the movie Nightmare on Elm Street or something, trying to make it look like I conform to media, or they're taking my jokes off IRC, Internet Related Chat in the 90s, Sleep is for the Weak. They're taking harmless jokes and turning them into crimes like they do every aspect of my life, right? Oh, he's crazy, he needs help, he can't sleep. Well, they're taking a literal, with no emotion or what's the word I'm looking for? Context. But the same in general, the context is a joke because people don't talk like that. Exactly. Okay? And you can't take text off IRC and turn it into what you want it to be, or any statement, or any word. Right. If I say the word kill right now, there's no meaning behind it. It's an empty word. Right. Okay? Be like, it said the word kill, so he needs to be hunted by NSA. Exactly. Okay, well, it's not that simple.
No, the context is super important.
If I were to put a statistical number on the amount of people in this last hour worldwide that said the word kill, there's probably over 1 million.
Right.
Okay?
Oh, for sure.
Are they being hunted by every government to kill them? No, of course not. Okay, so what are they saying? I'm gonna fucking detune the shit out of you until you're a fucking desensitized fucking ass puppet that sits there and watches someone punch him in the face every 10 minutes and says, yes, massa, I'll do whatever you want, massa. And I'm sitting there like a drooling zombie going, punch me in the face again, massa. Right? Okay? Because isn't that what they're really telling me? You don't go out, you don't start your company. And if you date this girl, she has silicone tits and tattoos, I'm gonna fucking chop your dick off. Because you're a bad person for dating, for associating with those types of people. Okay? Now, I'm not generalizing, saying that whether you're in the porn industry and a stripper or whatever, I'm not saying all of them are good or bad people or whatever. What I'm saying is, you're a bad person when you become a bad person. Exactly. And that's based on your actions. It has nothing to do if you have tattoos, big tits, or a lawyer, or a fucking priest, a monk, whatever. Okay. Anyone is capable.
Absolutely.
The President of the United States is very capable, and almost all of them are douchebags. Okay,
right.
so...
no, but you make a really good point, though. Like, I've met strippers, I've met escorts, prostitutes, whatever.
Correct. There's so many variables to life.
They're like some of the best people I've ever met. To be honest with you, like and some are shitty, sure, but like shitty humans exist and good humans exist. Like their occupation doesn't matter.
My father's an orthopedic surgeon, and you would think from the templated stereotype that hey, he became a doctor, he wants to help people. Well, not always. Maybe he became a doctor because he wants fucking money. Maybe he became a doctor because that was his original intention. Then he became a corrupt douchebag later on. You don't fucking know.
You can't make the assumption.
Yeah.
No, that they're going to be this way just because they're supposed to be. No, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Because exactly, you said it.
I'm just gonna.
No,
I don't think it did. I don't want to stop at a random time. Okay, so by the way, I forgot to mention, we're veering out a little.
A little bit.
Okay, let's... Okay, so we're veering out. We're doing a wider circle today. They focus pinpoint target. Okay, so we're going out of $1,000. We're going out of Woodland Hills. And I just wanted to note that because we're getting into our surprise destination.
I haven't been there. I used to work off of Wilshire.
Okay, so we're by Wilshire area.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my camera pointed right. Ditzy would say, I'm now a reckless driver. I need to be hunted and killed. Okay, so I'm being a good slave. The psychology community has an agenda, according to your lawyer in the plea bargain room. We were plea bargaining, by the way, just so you know. They had made their decision, and your lawyer said, they're sending me back to jail. We saw that Seymour intentionally lost the appeals. They have their agenda. He says, well, you know, they don't like you putting up the video on the internet, and they have their agenda, and okay, well, fine.
Right.
And I went to do psychiatry. Yeah. I already knew what the outcome was going to be, by the way. That's obvious. You let someone have to try to exterminate them for 42 years, you know their agenda.
Right.
They have an agenda. Well, let's see what their agenda is. Jen Pilchick running,
Oh my gosh.
my sister-in-law running for Congress, who states we need to deem Kevin as crazy, who obviously wants to try to pass laws with loopholes saying, well, you're not allowed to get video of people trying to kill you, and if you're a public nuisance, we have the right to lock you away or something like that. Who fucking knows? I can't tell you what her agenda is here, but I can tell you she took the first shot, and she took the first 100 billionth shot with my family and the rest of the world for the last 42 years.
I'm sorry, I get very nervous by somebody's.
Oh, really?
Sorry. Yeah.
So I'm not allowed to quote Quirk's line?
No.
My love for you is like a truck berserker. Would you like some making fuck berserker? Oh, sorry, I committed another crime. I stole from the movie. I stole from the very movie that they're trying to make me mentally ill with, because Mike Huntley's parents live on Dante's View Street, and the guy holding the eggs in the movie Clerk looks exactly like Mitch Viner on Dante's View Street. And when I was joking around with people on IRC saying that, they flipped their lids for some reason. What do you think the reason is? Because it's harmless.
Right.
Okay, so Mike Huntley wanted to store our original servers. We put the original computer knock in his mother's house on Dante's View, Lost Hills.
Is that the movie's name? What's the movie's
No,
name?
Dante Hicks
Dante
is the
Hicks.
main character.
Oh, okay.
And all the other characters resemble people on that street and things like that. Freaky, right?
That's insane.
Yeah, and he's holding the eggs, and there's an old Jewish guy that masturbates in the bathroom. Oh my gosh.
No shit.
I don't know. I mean,
Oh my gosh.
I'm not, I know I'm a violent paranoid
And then
schizo
they
that conforms
accuse you of
to media as something, but isn't it strange that Starbucks on Temecula Ventura is saying I masturbated in the bathroom for quoting the line 10 years prior or whatever in Colorado,
Yes.
a line from the movie Clerks, and there's a Mitch Viner lookalike, and the people at Starbucks are saying that I masturbated in their bathroom, which is a scene out of Clerks. Oh, but don't let me stop there, because this jumps from movie to fucking movie for 42 years. Okay, so anyways,
It's insane. I didn't. That's crazy that there was that scene, and then they're accusing you of doing
yeah,
that,
there's this
but-
guy with this Jewish accent. Like, hey, you want a Playboy over here?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he ends up, they forget about him. He's in the bathroom for like 10 hours, and then they find him dead in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The fucking movie, sidetrack, the fucking movie is genius. It was a low budget black and white,
Film.
you know, like student-y film.
Mhm.
And it's an amazing movie, and obviously that sparked all their other movies with budget, like Dogma and Chasing Amy, and is there a thing about Amy's in my life? Okay, so anyways,
Oh my gosh.
all right, so back to the questions here.
Okay.
Why is there traffic? There shouldn't be
I
traffic.
don't know. I was wondering that too. Road work, maybe? Okay. Well, you kind of touched on this, though, actually, earlier. I said, what are you passionate about and wish you could do freely, like, without all these attacks? You talked about, like, going to the gym and, like, you were passionate, you were starting.
They have destroyed everything from the very first second. I used to have pool. You're not allowed pools. I love to hang out in coffee shops and be social and be friendly and get work done in all other coffee shops. The very first moment of walking into one at 2001. What else? I used to go to gyms. I love being out. I started working out at 14. My college coach, I was a string bean. You saw the pictures from last. And then the next year, I worked out all year at home just to feel good about myself and reading books, Arnold Schwarzenegger books. And I became really buff, and then came back 11th grade, and the wrestling coach was like, "You're team captain," which he chose for all the wrong reasons, because I really did suck at wrestling. And Brett Resnick or whatever, T-Bone, he instantly, after I lost the next match, he said, "I'm making Resnick the coach." I'm like, "Fine, you're the coach." And there were a whole bunch of things I didn't pick up on. They were putting black girls on the wrestling team, trying to make it look like I hate black. What's a black girl joining a boys wrestling team? Okay, so anyways, and then they want Kevin to practice with her. Why? Okay, so next side note, Arnold Silver, my father, with Worldwide Sports, saying that because I mentioned on IRC in the mid-90s that Arnold Schwarzenegger, after watching his bio, the movie, he was fucking ruthless and telling people, giving disinformation to people to send them down the wrong path, and he was just ruthless. He was like in his competing days, he was fucking brutal. He was like a total asshole. And we all love his movies. I'm sure he's a good guy, but in his early days, he was like a total douche. Okay, so everyone was told that I'm a schizo and I think I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger to do these things to me.
Right.
Okay, so including Arnold Silver, my stepfather, and things like that, and then them wanting me to go to Shotzi's with Victoria Walker. Bang, bang, Shotzi's.
Is that the pool hall?
No, it was a cigar. It's a restaurant that Arnold Schwarzenegger owned in Venice Beach, and he had cigar night once a month, and he would come down.
Okay.
And so everyone got together from the gym with Victoria Walker, even though I'm the one that told Victoria to sign up to my gym, to try to mentally batter me and set me up and things like that. I didn't know what was going on. And whatever. I don't want to go too sidetracked. The point is,
sorry.
Let's turn that back on. The point is that all these things we're talking about all linked to, they go from person to person to person, just rip Kevin in the world, make him look crazy. Yeah. And they're all things that say that Kevin's crazy and he has elastic personality and conforms to people and he conforms to media and he's a schizo and this and that. But they all started 5 years old with my father showing me the movie Wizards and trying to... Okay, so where were we?
I asked you about your passions, like...
Oh, okay, so I was a very passionate person, and I was very social, but shy, a really bad icebreaker. So walking up to, like, if I see a hot girl, I just sort of shut down, like I don't know what to say to her.
Right, you're not the one that's gonna go and be like, hey.
Yeah, hey baby, let's fuck tonight, this and that, we'll have some champagne, and you know my Rolls Royce, and I got a tiger rug, whatever, that was, okay, so whatever.
You are not that douchebag.
Okay, but that's a lot of people, by the way, that's not a mental illness. Yeah, you know, being shy sucks, but it's not classified as like, I don't know a magic pill that makes you some genius.
There is nothing.
There's actually a movie like that. The guy's the shy hippie writer guy, and he takes a pill.
Limitless?
What?
Is that it? Limitless? It's different?
Yeah, I think it is called Limitless. What route this fucking way? Where am I?
We're by the airport.
Oh shit! I'm not even paying attention. I went past. I went way past.
Are you trying to get off right here?
Yeah, I am. Because now we gotta go back because we drive forever. I don't know. Okay, so nothing matters. How did that get? Oh, I see. I typed Marina Del Rey. Oops. Oopsie. That's okay. We have time today. Let's see. Totally off course, but.
Do you want me to? Is that right? Oh no, the Marina Del Rey location is the one.
Oh, you figured out where you're going, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, type in Cedars-Sinai Beverly Hills.
Is it Beverly Hills?
It's off. It's right in Beverly Hills by like Rodeo Drive.
Wilshire deliveries.
It's off Wilshire and the exit. You get it? It's a good start.
Use the right 2 lanes to turn right onto South Sina.
This, by the way, this Brittany figured it out. And it's already 4:20. This might be a monumental failure.
Okay.
But we are doing the Cedars-Sinai parking lot. By the way, Brittany, I'm driving a stick shift, I'm drinking coffee, I'm typing in GPS coordinates.
How could you ever do those things? Terrible driving.
Do you see a problem with my driving
No,
here?
I don't at all. I saw lots of problems with other people's driving as we were driving.
Okay.
That's about it.
Now I know you said, well, Kevin's having a problem finding Cedar, but
Oh no, I was just trying to help.
no, I know. I was
Yeah.
saying, I'm being fair to you, saying, it's hard to concentrate on
multitasking,
everything and get the
yeah.
right address here, which, right?
I've done it. Everybody
But
has done it.
I guess the
Yeah.
point I'm making here is when Dincy says and my family say that I have a problem focusing and
No, I think you do a great job.
shit, that reminds me, I wanted a cigar, but it's in the back. It's in my trunk. You probably wouldn't like the smoke anyways.
You can grab it when we stop if you want to.
We'll do it. We can do it after.
Okay.
It'll be like a celebration. Do you feel that I should not be on the road and I have focus issues and if 15 years ago my tire tapped a curb, maybe I should be hunted and killed and Dincy should put a bullet in my head? No. Okay. So.
I think you're a much better driver than almost everybody. Honestly, just those people almost crashed into you several times.
Yeah.
But not you. I don't see
I'm
you
pretty
doing
damn
anything.
aware of.
You are.
Let me put it this way: I've avoided a lot of accidents in my life
By being
with
aware.
30 years of driving, and then I find out a lot of them were intentional. Okay, let me put that. And there were times when I actually slid my Trans Am sideways to avoid in a controlled slide
To get out of the
to avoid people launching their cars at me.
Right. No, you're very aware of everything. So Nancy is completely wrong.
Yeah, the only thing I wasn't aware of is I typed in the wrong address because I'm so Dr. Brittany. Keep having conversations until we got to Marina Del Rey going, we're past Beverly Hills, but
Right.
that's normal, okay?
No, I've done this. I've driven past my own exit from home. I can't tell you how many times.
But I'm on autopilot because I'm trusting this damn computer.
Right.
Okay,
Come on.
like Golden State Sports Medical that think the computers are infallible. Okay. By the way, Brittany, you want to see something really scary? There's a line from the Twilight Zone movie, actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I used to have seen some.
Yeah, have you ever seen the movie though? The old ones are great,
Oh, I saw the one.
but there's a movie in the mid-90s or something, early 90s. Oh, fucking awesome. Okay, so anyways, next question. I don't even know where we
Oh.
go.
Well, you've answered this one too. I said, what have they taken from you? I know that's broad. But you said
Oh, where have they
everything.
taken?
Everything.
Okay, let's see. Freedom. Freedom of speech. Freedom of protection. Freedom of protection. Freedom, if we want to really get technical, not that I care about guns, Second Amendment, right to bear arms. Not that I care about guns. Right of privacy. I'm sure there's a constitutional right about privacy protections. We have illegal search and seizures. We have,
They violated every
what's it called when they punish you and it's unfair punishment? The punishment's supposed to make fit the crime. Real unusual. And I'm not talking the arrests. I'm talking age 5 launching a worldwide torture and kill operation as punishment for whatever Dr. Ronald Barry Perlman's mad about. Cruel and unusual torture methods with the psychology community, punishment. Okay, so we're talking Constitution. Now, what have they taken from me in life? The ability to be a person, the ability to have emotion, the ability to have friends, the ability to walk around without looking over my shoulder, wondering which person's going to come into my life next and say, you're a fucking dead man with a police and government. The ability to have friends, relationships, children, the ability to be out in community, be social, and have a beer with someone at a bar, or a beer in a campfire, and shoot the shit. Okay, the ability to start my own company, the ability to make money, the ability to defend myself in a situation where there's a worldwide campaign to kill me by even stating, look at what's going on. The ability to get help from the police, from lawyers, from psychiatrists, from psychologists, from friends. Okay, that's just off the top of my head. Okay? Everything on demand, and this is all met by minute torture attacks to kill me, so that every waking minute is survival. How do I stop these people from trying to torture, kill, or eradicate me so that I can do what everyone else is allowed to do? Okay, so...
I mean, and you brought up, I wrote another one. What did you, envision your life would look like before all this torture started? Did you want kids?
I didn't want kids, but it's not because I didn't want kids. It was because I wasn't in a situation where I had met someone that I felt, hey, this is the one I want kids with.
Right.
Okay? So I wasn't at that point. But like everything else in life, I never get to any point on anything.
Because it's taken away.
Because it's all sabotaged from the very first second. Does that make sense?
I never had a choice in the first place.
Erotic ranch.
Yeah.
Okay? Now there's all sorts of jokey or bullshit theories about erotic ranch. It was never even finished being built. Okay? It was sabotaged from the very first moment from people in my office and random people all around the world, violating my privacy, that we're going to not make sure that he doesn't get anything started at any level, not just the adult industry. And we're going to sabotage from day one. This is what the site's about. This is what he's doing in the privacy of his own home with people like Lorraine Escobar, my father's paid-off thug office manager since 16, right? And all of a sudden, these theories to the world are formulated that I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and I'm making money off other people and this and that. None of it exists like everything else. Right. The only thing that exists is Kevin was building a database system after he was building single sites, merging it all together in a unified database system like Facebook, giving people deals before the social network days, like, hey, instead of me charging you $10,000 to build your website, I'll put it up for free, but I want 10%. You do the marketing, but I want 10% of the profits.
Right.
So you don't have to pay me 10 or 20 or monthly money to upload your photos. You can do it all yourself.
Right.
Okay. Now that's a pretty,
good deal.
I'm not going to say genius, but a pretty fucking good idea before its time.
Right.
Or in the beginning of its time. There's no reason anyone should be mad about it unless Dr. Ronald Barry Perlman doesn't want Kevin associating with those types of people.
Right.
Okay. So now there's all those theories. Oh, well, Kevin thinks he's a cowboy. Kevin has a cowboy hat. It's like, no. Erotic ranch. Let me just state this, even though this is off topic.
Right.
But I think people need to understand the intricate details. Erotic ranch wasn't about cowboys. Erotic ranch, even though the building interface had a Western motif, Erotic ranch is a database system. And what that means is not only 100,000, a million, 10 million people can sign up and create accounts, but you can have 100 different faces to the database. Example, you can make Erotic Ranch a face. It links in the database. But you could also make Bill's Fetish Gallery link into the database, and you could have 100,000 front ends that all link into the same system.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Okay. I spent 2 years by myself building this code.
Holy shit.
Okay, 2 fucking years. These pieces of shits that run around saying I'm a fraudster and I'm trying to make money off other people and I'm ruining people's whatever. These hypocrites that post their own shit on websites, the 100 million websites like Pornhub, where people can
Right.
download their shit for free are coming after the guy that didn't make 1 cent and never got anything built in the first place.
Right.
Okay?
Holy
Like, not to the
shit.
point where it went public.
Right. That's crazy. That.
Okay? So when these people are making their bullshit judgments and they're getting blasted with billions of government dollars of my family to the world based on their theories,
Right.
that's not normal.
No.
Okay? The site never even went live. It never even, I had 1.5 people in it, and I found out one of those people were fucking me over, trying to
Really?
frame me, and it just probably both. And it never even got to the point where it really,
Took off.
okay? And I was a one-man show.
Yeah.
It's all the people that sat around in my office going, we're going to help you, but we're not going to do a thing.
That's
But fuck you over.
right.
I've given you enough rope to hang yourself with, Mike Huntley's line.
Fucking garbage.
Okay, so this is the trash that was my friends. Let's do this, let's do that. They invested. Mike Huntley invested 14 years to follow me to Southern Oregon State, to
That's insane.
Colorado, trying to get dirt on me, sending all Jason's friends after me with Jason.
Right.
If you don't think that guy was paid off,
Right. 14
Okay.
years of his life
yeah.
to stop you, honestly. I feel like weasel his way. That's even more fucked up. To like.
But he didn't commit a crime.
That's insane. He literally. That's like sick. He
It's
weaseled
beyond
his way
sick.
into your life. To,
What
like,
kind of person does that? Think about that. It's like something out of like the worst movie of the worst movie, right? It's like, what kind of person? I mean, there are fucking sickos like that, but it's
There
very
are.
rare.
It is rare. I mean, I've met maybe like one person like that in my life.
Have you?
That pretended to get close and then fucked
Yeah.
me over and like all this stuff, and it was like what the fuck just happened? Like, it's hard
Yeah.
to believe that somebody would actually
They
do something
deviate. Let me put it the way that people understand. Because when I was in like deer and headlight shock for the first 5 years, Paul Humphrey, Tom Farley, Mike Huntley, Jason Baum, Mike Wexler, Chad Bowers, Stephen Pike, Val Barroso, Tim Thompson, Bob Sandler. I can name 100,000 others, whatever. Those are some of the bigger key players. Oh, every one of them. I'm your friend, but I'm going to try to get whatever it takes to exterminate you, to get dirt on you to give to the world.
I wouldn't like it's.
You just said you found what? In environments where they're just fucking already sort of labeled as nuts, right?
That's like what. It's like the impact like that had on me and the shock and everything. Multiply that by like everyone that you're close with in your life.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, now you
like,
probably asked me before, like, Kevin, can you trust people?
Well,
Well,
no, you can't.
Brittany, if you've dated 1,000 guys and everyone raped you,
No, you don't.
would you trust
people.
1,00001?
No,
Okay, there you go.
absolutely not. There's no way.
And wouldn't you question why every guy all across the entire planet has raped you?
Yes.
Okay, well, this is equivalent to mental rape.
I-
Okay?
Yes, I wouldn't. I would not trust a soul.
Okay,
Like
so
maybe it was certain. No, not even. I was gonna say with certain things, maybe to like. But to, I don't know. Somebody's not gonna shit in my takeout food. But I don't know if I could trust
that's a little
anybody.
different.
No, it is. Yeah, exactly. Like with little things, I'm saying maybe.
Yeah,
I
but we're
could,
talking
but-
about.
but
Think about
no,
this.
I couldn't trust.
Think about
anyone.
this. Let's put things into perspective for the people.
Okay.
Someone is born,
Right.
and they have options. They can go out and they can live their life, and they can. I'm not going to say that everyone has good circumstances in life. I'm not going to say that,
Correct.
but we all have choices
Right.
most of the time. And someone's born, and they can make choices about what they want their life to be, but sometimes they can't. But when it comes to serious things like, I have a choice. I want to go
This is
out.
right?
No. I want to go out and I want to do something for myself.
I thought it was
La Cienega.
south right there.
Oh shit, it is, isn't
Yeah.
it? I want to go out and I want to do something for my life. Or I want to spend my entire life going after someone in hate, rage, and anger.
Right.
Think about that. Think about the we're talking about
It
human
doesn't seem
behavior.
like a hard decision to me. Like, why don't you just go and live your life? Why would you spend your entire life?
Exactly. what kind of fucking person does that? Befriends someone and lives their entire life to destroy someone else. Now, we've seen the half and half. Hey, I have my own life, but I'm just a piece of shit and I badmouth someone. That's not what this is.
No.
This is Mike Huntley invested. He detoured from his own life to stalking me, and same with Tom Farley and the others.
No, they dedicated their lives to torturing.
Now, they had to have been paid. Unless they're just batshit crazy.
Yeah.
But more than one?
No.
Okay.
They're not doing it for the... No.
Yeah.
There's got to be...
I'm sure there's a whole myriad of levels. Being paid, being manipulated, that Kevin's a bad person, you need to watch him, all sorts of shit, right?
Right.
But Mike Huntley alone had to have been taking money to start a company with me for 6 years.
Right.
Had to have been.
Right. No, I mean... Oh, shit.
I made an imperfect fucking mistake on my station. I'm nothing. I'm worthless. Kill me.
Look at the sign.
What?
Ask Jesus for mercy. Because you made a mistake. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so you
Sorry,
get
made
the
a
idea.
joke too. Sorry,
that was perfect timing.
That
on
was
one.
right. Sorry, I didn't mean to share the
so
conversation. Okay.
Okay, so anyways, as far as when Mike Huntley's babbling, Kevin, it's your behavior, and trying to have me executed with worldwide support,
It's bullshit.
It's his behavior.
Exactly.
What kind of sick piece of shit starts in at 14? Meet my friend Melody the stripper. Hey, everyone, Kevin cut Melody the stripper's brake lines. Now he spent the rest of his life trying to stalk and kill Melody. The only thing that happened is you asked me to bounce for Melody when her bouncer friend was out at some cheeseball high school wedding. I don't know anything else about what you're telling the world here.
Right.
But there's nothing that happened, and it all comes down to, well, you associated with those types of people.
It's fucking pure insanity.
Wait.
I would literally think I was losing my shit. If, because how much I felt crazy after, that happened with one individual in my life. I would, question everything.
Well, no, the craziness is you got a guy, you're 29, you're noticing everyone worldwide. You're a shy, quiet guy. You're not the president here. You're a shy, quiet guy who has small social circles. You weren't going to these huge, Hollywood parties or anything. You weren't in movies. You go from a nobody to known worldwide with a planet of people that want you dead because you inhaled a joint, what was that, Clinton or whatever? I don't remember.
With Monica? Is that
no, that was the blowjob. But there was one president that was running for campaign, and he said, and they're throwing their shit at him, and he said, you smoked a joint in college. He said, but I didn't inhale.
Oh, wow.
It might have been a vice president. I don't remember.
But I didn't inhale.
Yeah, and I used to make jokes I didn't exhale or whatever. But,
that's funny. Oh my god.
But it's that magnitude. You're just shy, quiet guy, and there's an entire planet. You smoked a joint, and we're gonna kill you. Yeah, in college, we're gonna kill you.
I didn't.
And you're looking at this, going, "What am I seeing?" But you don't know what you're seeing.
Right.
And Mike Huntley's babbling world of paranoia while he's going off on you. I've given you enough rope to hang yourself, like you're running in politics or something.
Right.
Like I was running with you in politics, but I was a spy. Did I miss something? Because we're at Signet eServices here, and it's a cheese dick company that makes $20,000 net a month, and it's a joke. And I'm trying to do something with my life, and I just came out of college, and you're preaching to me like I've been running a presidential election for the last 30 years of my life.
Right.
I'm 29 years old. I haven't amounted to much like jack shit. I got this joke of a fucking company.
Did you say you were making $20,000 a month from the company though?
Net. Or wait, no, gross. So we gotta pay companies, we gotta pay overhead, so I was bringing home $1,000 or $2,000.
Okay.
Okay, a month. So if you want to do the math on $1,000 or $2,000 a month over 12 months, that's $24,000 a year top. I make fucking probably more working at Starbucks. Okay. Behind the counter. Okay, so. Okay, why is this not? Oh, recenter. That's.
Washington.
Okay, so things are out of context.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. Why am I known worldwide? So this guy's babbling how he's giving me enough rope to hang myself with, how he's working with the police, how it's my behavior, a singing world of paranoia, letting me know that they're trying to make me mentally ill because even if I was running in politics, there would be verbal comments about the situation.
Right.
You're imagining nobody knows you. I don't know you, and then some random person walks up, I don't know you, and punches you in your face. Next person, I don't know you, punches you in the face. Okay, well,
why are
if you punch me in your face, you know me.
Yeah.
Right now, obviously, they didn't physically punch me in the face, but I'm making a point.
Right.
Okay, and so what are they trying to do? Create paranoia, make it look like I have ideas, delusions of grandeur. I suffer from paranoia. I'm paranoid schizo that conforms to the media, and I watch the movie, and I think I'm in the movie. Okay, that's not the way I want to go. Okay, so
that's insane.
so it's not just his statements. I've given you enough rope to hang yourself, because if someone said that, you're like, you're an asshole. Get the fuck away from me.
Right.
You're watching a planet of people trying to torture and kill you, and you're trying to process. Just like when you walk up to the police, or you talk to my lawyer, and like, Brittany, tell them what you see, and you're like, and when we talk and you point it out, but then you talk to the police and you're like
you don't
having a hard time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh, come on.
What is it?
I have to go that way, and I have to fucking loop around, and I was just here.
Oh.
That's fucking stupid. Oh, wait.
Sweet.
Oh,
Oopsie.
Dincy, don't watch this. I need to have a bullet put in my head. I don't think I could have made a left there. Okay, so,
They worked out perfectly, just that.
Okay, so that's the context. Is
Right.
what are you telling police anyways? Okay, hey, please, Mike Hunley's threatening me, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Well, don't talk, get away from Mike Hunley. That's what they're gonna tell me, right? Okay, well, I can't.
That's what they did say. Like, that one dude was like, just stay away from, or whatever.
Sure, but this isn't one person, it's a
No.
planet.
Exactly.
And
It's
every
impossible.
person I meet is told to do the same template.
So how do you stay away from everybody?
Correct.
You can't.
Every restaurant, every gas station, every this, every that, every coffee shop, mass groups take turns. The next person takes over with mass groups. It's not one person. They're network terror cells since 5 years old.
Right.
So how do I stay away from 100 million network terror cells for 42 years? They're going to go for another 42 years, correct?
Right. You can't.
And the police don't know what's going on? Bullshit!
Right.
They played this thing at like my brother's barbecue where they're mentally battering me to death. And they go, well, if they don't like you, don't go there. But it's every place, and I gotta go
That's what
eat fucking food.
you have to eat.
And then they place, oh yeah, sure, it's every place, right?
They're being assholes probably.
They're not being assholes, they're trying to make me look crazy. I mean, yeah, they are being assholes, but this is
like
way...
mocking.
Listen, an asshole is an asshole. Like, you go to a car garage and the guy like spits on their hand and goes,
Right.
what do you want? That's an asshole.
Right. They're
What do you want, Franco? What do you want, Chief? Okay, that's an asshole. People trying to kill you and the cops going, I'm not going to help
right.
you,
No, that's
and you're crazy? We're not
way
talking
different.
asshole here.
No.
We're talking a crime in progress against Kevin Perlman,
mm-hmm.
and the police are supporting it.
Right.
Okay?
Well, contributing to it.
If Brittany, if I say that I'm going to follow you to every place you go and contact everyone in the psychology community to throw rocks at your head,
Right.
are they assholes or do they have
No,
an
they're
agenda
trying
to hurt you?
They want to hurt you.
Correct. There's an
significantly.
intent to hurt, harm, maim, kill.
Correct.
Okay. That's a crime. That
Yes.
fits the category of a crime.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
It is 100%. No, it's like, I guess I said assholes because it's like they know what's going on and then they're like trying to.
Sure, but in my
question
life,
it.
asshole is a packaged psychological warfare tactic. Right? See what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hey, that guy's following Kevin with an Uzi shooting at him.
Mm.
That guy's an asshole. He won't help Kevin.
No, it's way better
Then
than
the
that.
situation repeats itself every single day.
Right.
Okay,
no, I
well,
see what
are
you're
they
saying.
assholes because they're assholes? Or are they assholes because they have
They
an
have an
agenda
agenda,
to
yeah.
exterminate Kevin Perlman?
Right.
Because this asshole is all of a sudden a really nice person to that person, and this person, that. Just like with the conversation last
They're
week.
not. That you make a very valid point.
Correct?
Because they're not just an asshole innately. It's like
Correct.
specifically directed.
If I
towards
walk
you.
into a coffee shop and every single person I see and every single employee is an asshole to me, and they're trying to get a reaction so they can call the cops,
They have an
and this
agenda.
goes at every single coffee shop world fucking wide,
Right.
that asshole behavior
It's directed.
is
towards you.
has intent. Oh, and then everyone else comes in and like, hey, great, let me kiss your ass, let me clean your feet, let me.
And you're seeing this, it's like.
Then their intention
is the harm.
Is not about them just being an asshole and they don't even know it, and they're just an asshole.
No.
They have motive behind their actions and behaviors. I'm going to pretend to be an asshole so I can get Kevin to fall off a cliff or something. Right?
It's directed at one person, it's directed at you.
Correct. And then all of a sudden, they're a really good guy and they have family and kids and they're a pillar of the community and they go to church every weekend. But if Kevin walks in that room, Kevin, I'm a devil worshiper and you need to help me worship the devil.
Right.
Okay, so...
God.
And this isn't one fucking just piece of shit that doesn't have to Kevin.
So seeing, you see this repeatedly everywhere.
Person after person. I cannot, every person, I go through every person I've ever known. Okay? Brian Weaver, 16, I start building cars. Brian Weaver starts working on me with my father, how I stole $10,000 from my father to buy an engine, and this and that, and with Pineapple Joe at Hawaii Racing, and Brian Weaver's playing the I'm competing with Kevin tactic, and blah, 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 and I'm going to one-up on Kevin, but I'm also going to destroy him like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right.
Well, I'm just in high school trying to fucking build cars, okay? And I'm not going to say that there aren't people like that, which is very rare.
Mm-hmm.
But there are people like that, which is very rare. But then Brian Longbotham takes over at 25 or something, getting into 3D animation. I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to rid you of the world. Both Brians. And I can list probably 50 of these people like this that did this.
That's not cool.
Okay, and then you're like, something isn't fucking right, like usual, right?
Absolutely.
Something is not right. These behaviors, that they've never done this to anyone else in their lives.
Right. No, something's
They get along with everyone else, but Kevin comes along comes a Kevin, and it's boom, just rid him of the world. Next person, rid him of the world. Next person, rid him of the world. What's going on? Well, Kevin, you're an asshole. What are you talking about? I mean, I'm fucking helping you put headers in your car, or helping you build engines. I could be charging you, whatever. Did I miss something?
I used to work right up here. That's crazy.
Okay, so we're entering. Let's see, where are we? Oh,
right here. It was back there, right?
Was it? I think it
Cedars,
was.
yeah.
We're entering Cedars-Sinai now. It's pretty fucking late. It's 4:48. Let me just start and stop this.
You know what's crazy? This is way off topic, but you see like all the poverty and like homeless people and everything, and then like a block over it's Beverly Hills. It's insane. How does that happen? There it goes.
Okay, you're recording. Let's see. I should have did the walking thing. Do the walking thing? No car. Okay, Okay, just making sure all the gear is set up. We're going to enter the Cedars-Sinai Medical Center parking lot. It is a little late. It's 4:50. And with COVID world, so...
Right. Do you think, like, not many people will be there?
Not nearly as many as usually are, but...
I'm sure they'll...
More concerned is it's 5 and people are going home. But, okay, so, I got some cardio going there. Some cardio going there and get out of my way. Okay, so, now, there have been several incidents this year. Like one day I left her office and there were like 10, 15 people with black pants and red shirts all walking down the street here as I left, and then they just magically disappeared and everything went back to normal. Right. Things like that, right? There were things where an Indian girl, as I was leaving her office, was waiting for me, and what did she say?
Oh, it's right there.
First she sort of pretended to know me, and then she said, "Why are you smiling?" And it wasn't.
Sorry for
No, she was playing a game like...
Oh.
She's trying to get a confession that I was fucking with the therapists. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And then I say, well, you know me, right? Because she said something like, I remember. She said she stepped into the conversation alluding that she knows me in an indirect thing. I said, you know me? And she said, no, I don't know you. And then I knew instantly you're full of shit.
Right.
Danger, Will Robinson, right?
Right. Is it that one right there?
Is it like yeah, Cedars, but I think there's a parking. There's what street am I on? I'm looking for Shoein something and George Burns. Do you know where that is? The stupid.
There was a.
My other phone had it all dialed in, so I just typed in the address. It's right here.
Okay.
It's like this is the center, and then there's 2 streets. George Burns.
Where the parking is?
Why don't you just type in George Burns and like
Okay.
whatever.
George Burns. Bush?
No, George Burns. You know, like the actor.
URNS? Oh, here we go. Oh, that can't be right. It says 3 minutes. Okay, so.
I mean, we're here, but
start.
I just had it on autopilot since I always.
Boulevard toward Clifton Way.
Okay, take a right
At
on
1,000 feet,
Williman.
turn right onto
It's
North
gonna bring me
Willamette
back this
Drive.
way, though, right?
Then it's making you turn again.
What did you?
It's
Okay, I'm
George
gonna type
Burns
it.
Street.
I'm typing in it.
Alright.
No fun. Okay, so let's see.
I think I put in
This is what I'm gonna do.
South.
I'm gonna go on the
it was
web.
South George Burns.
I'm going to see. How do you spell Cedar? AR.
It's right there.
Sinai. Okay. There we go. I've done it 100 million times. I've never had this problem. But when I go too fast, Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, Los Angeles. Okay, that's all I should need. Start. 4
Head
minutes.
north on Maduro toward Clifton Way. In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Wilshire Boulevard.
That's what I want. Wilshire. Okay, now ironically, Topanga Division, by the way, is on like Schoenborn.
Right.
Same thing about shoes.
Take the next right onto
This
Wilshire
parking lot
Boulevard.
is like on shoe and something. Now I don't know if that's a coincidence or not, but I find it funny. And I found it funny with all my oh god jokes to George Burns. And shoes.
George Burns, is it okay?
You know who George Burns is?
Simpsons?
No. Oh god. No.
Yes, isn't it Mr. Burns?
No.
No.
George,
Who is
you're.
he?
By the way, Brittany, how old are you?
I'm young.
How old are
guess,
you? I'm
so-
just curious.
How old do you think I am?
30?
You're 31.
Okay. You're too young.
I don't know. That's terrible. I think it's The Simpsons.
No, George Burns, he made movies in the 70s and 80s called Oh God, You Devil,
Oh.
Oh God, Book 2. And he's this old man, he always smokes cigars. And so I make jokes when driving down to Hollywood. I'm like George Burns, and I play movie clips of courtroom scenes where he's God and things.
That's.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to look at that.
So
That's
with that
hilarious.
context of the courtroom scenes I'm playing on Twitter about
Yeah.
him being God, we go down here and it's on George Burns Street. Like, no way, right?
No, that's
Yeah.
This is crazy. I'm like having a deja vu right now because I used to work right here.
Yeah, Cedar, I mean, it's a big medical
Take
facility.
the second right onto North Robertson Boulevard.
Okay. Now we're back where we should be.
Okay. There's like, oh yeah, I see it right up there.
See, if I'm not high speed, have to leave, have to do this. You just type in the right there.
Then
Okay, so we totally detoured. We've gone
Well,
on
there's
to
like-
Marina Del Rey. And by the way, I wanted to actually have Brittany point out in like Wilshire or Marina Del Rey or wherever. We haven't been paying attention. But she really should be pointing out the mental illness tactics because they're everywhere. They're not just in Thousand Oaks.
Right.
I mean, I've been to the Coffee Beans down here, and they're working on me, and I've never.
Is that not it?
For half a mile.
Why is this so? I've done this 100
There's
million
like
times.
6.
And I've never. My GPS has never puked.
Oh, 'cause I
It's
saw
just
it on
taking
the
me
corner.
right to the stupid parking lot. Now it's going to Alden. Did you
It
see
was-
the building?
Yeah, I was on the corner right back there. The
It's
Cedars
taking me
Sina.
to freaking Alden Drive. What the hell? Burton.
Is it because of the detours? Or
I
something?
have no clue. It's weird. It's like I've done it a million.
Oh,
times.
there's another Cedars. Is that it?
It's
In
not.
800 feet, turn left onto North Willamette Drive.
What is going
There's
on?
like 6 more Cedars.
It was right there. We just passed
Take-
it.
Can
And
you take
I'm
a right?
too much in a hurry to dick around the streets because I'm 35. So I want to type like Cedar
800
and
feet, turn right onto Wilshire Boulevard.
I wonder if it's right up here. basically for
Take the
fucking
next
road.
right onto Wilshire Boulevard,
Yeah.
then turn right onto North Robertson Boulevard.
I miss my old phone. Okay, Wilshire and
I thought it was right
what do I do? Cedars-Sinai. There's so many links.
I know.
Search here.
Wait, do you want me to?
Cedar and George. I don't think that's gonna work.
Do you want me to type in her name and her address? Would that work?
Well, I just want Cedars-Sinai. Well, oh, Wilshire and George Burns, maybe.
Wilshire Boulevard closed business district.
Maps.
Oh, that might be why it says that Wilshire that way is closed.
But it's gotta be like right in this block. George Burns, Cedar, Wilshire. Just tell me if a car comes behind me.
Okay. There's one coming right now.
Wilshire. Shire.
Yeah, there's one behind you.
Okay, which way is Cedar? You know which way is Cedar?
I thought it was right.
We just
Take a right,
passed-
I think.
It's right by Egg Slut. You know where Egg Slut
Egg
is?
slut?
Yeah,
No.
I think it's right here.
Yeah, see right there. Cedars-Sinai, right up there. It says it on the top of this building right here.
It's a huge building. It has little walkways and
There's so
it's
many.
huge. It's like 3 buildings wide.
There's another Cedar. This is confusing as shit to me. It's up here, isn't it?
I don't know because I've never come. I've always come from up Wilshire.
Are we not on Wilshire? There's Almont or whatever. Let's see.
George, South George Burns.
That's the one I clicked on.
Yeah, but we need to cross
It's
street.
wrong. Is this?
Okay, this isn't working. We're just going home. Why is this so hard? I've done this a million fucking times. Okay. And I'm too rushed because it's 4:50. Yeah. Okay.
Here, I'll take it.
George. Okay. Easier if I type it off the web. Cedars-Sinai Medical Center.
I don't know where I put my phone.
Beverly. Cedars-Sinai nonprofit.
Is it on Beverly Boulevard?
I thought it was on Wilshire, 100% sure. It's weird because I've never had this problem. The amount of times I just randomly typed in Cedars-Sinai. Okay.
Oh, look. Okay, so I have like all of these. P2 visitor parking, P4 parking garage, P6 visitor parking. They're in like 0.8 miles. So it's super
Emergency.
close.
I want to type in emergency
Head
because
north on North
Right here.
Doheny Drive toward Clifton
let's
Way.
just see where this takes
Here.
me.
It says it's 5 minutes.
Here, okay, I got it.
Sherborne Drive.
Sherborne. And ironically, you're all watching us be idiots getting lost in a freaking building that's like right next to us. Okay, so,
Beverly Hills is
anyways,
In a
okay.
quarter mile,
So I
turn
typed in the
right on
emergency
Western
room,
Street.
which is always right by. It's the main complex.
Okay.
But I'm pissed now because it's already 5, and that's the entire problem here is I'm like trying to beat the time. Okay, so fight the time. And now we're stuck in more traffic.
I know.
Okay, so where the hell was I going with this? So this is going to be a monumental failure probably, but
Whoa. Was
could
that
always-
a Ferrari? Did you see that?
this.
No, the one that just drove
Oh,
past
no,
us. Like
Lamborghini.
a lime green. Jeez, Brittany, your car's
Okay, so where were we? We're getting lost is where we are. The building's right in front of us.
Is that it? That big ass?
No, it's that way to the right.
Oh.
It's huge. It's like
I know. I've seen it for sure.
there's little walkway bridges from one building to the
Yeah,
next. I mean, it's
I know
like.
exactly what.
So the point I'm making here is there's lots of people in this medical building to help people, and a good 40% are parking their cars in twos backwards, or two white Mercedes together, or in each corner 2 cars backwards, or 7 Civics together, or 2 Reds together. And aren't you about helping people?
Right.
Is this how you help people? You put bullet holes in their head when they go
to get help.
Hey, what's going on? Oh, well, you talk. Now we're gonna kill you. Right? Okay. Now this is the psychology community. And I really never thought that I would have to be bad-mouthing the psychology community or anyone else. Or even my fucking friends I find out were my frenemies. But this is the situation, and...
Turn right onto West 3rd Street.
That is a massive hotel.
Okay, so... Yeah, this is the way I always come. See, this is like the address, and it's almost like... templated, you know, like I just come out and I do it in like less than 30 minutes, and boom, I'm there. And now, because my phone got fried last night, everything's
fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Do you think we'll make it back by 6?
Yeah. It only takes 30 minutes to get back.
Okay.
Well, 40, but...
I have a back route too that I used to take. This is just like blowing my mind.
Really? Like through...
So you end up in Encino, like you take all the back routes, like you hit Mulholland after you take...
But you're coming from like Newbury Park, right?
From Wilshire Boulevard, back home.
But home's all the way on Newbury Park, unless you live...
It was when I used to work here and lived in Encino.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you just take the side streets.
Yeah. And so, yeah. Doesn't really make sense to do that now, does it?
Yeah, because now you're screwed. Now you have to take the
101. Sherborne.
Oh, that's right. So the Indian girl.
Oh, who said you were smiling?
So, hey, I want to talk to you about my life. I'm a gang stalking target too. I get this a lot, the fake gang stalking targets. Oh yeah, I get this all the time. I had 3 or 4 people in jail claim they're gang stalking targets. They weren't even close to gang stalking targets. They were just trolls, like provokers. Okay? So cocked me, and then she's... Come over here, I'll buy you food. And she leads me way down this all planned out.
Oh
Has people... No, not this cafeteria here. I know a better one. Right? Okay. You can see through all that.
Right.
Okay. Now, if I probably should have just cut it off instantly, but I was a little curious about her live because, like usual, it was all being audio recorded.
Right.
Okay, so wait, hold on. We're going... Okay, here's Sherborne. There's Sherborne. There's George Burns. Okay, Jesus. The anxiety! Alright. So now we're going to go in the parking garage. So let's focus here. We're going in the parking garage. Which one? P4. We're going in orange. We're going in orange. Am I recording? I'm recording.
Oops.
I'm not looking because I'm committing horrific reverse felonies. Okay. Let's turn the windows down. Okay. We're going to the parking garage. You're recording. Brittany, is your brain recording?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to look for the patterns. Okay, what do we see? We're coming in. What's over there?
2 backwards cars together.
2 backwards. Speak up for the world.
2 backwards cars together.
2 backwards cars in the corner together.
Right.
Why are they together, Brittany? Why isn't it a random event?
Because it's planned. They knew this was going to happen. They would be here.
Because they knew that Kevin Perlman not only at one point is going to need to get help, but they're also doing it worldwide to get him to go to the very people that want him dead.
It's so fucked up. Yeah, no.
Okay, so right now, surprisingly, everything looks normal. I think, if I recall, that when we go back down, it's going to be a lot more aggressive.
Okay. Is it cleared out, like, compared to normal?
Yeah, right. Normally the entire lot's full.
Oh.
Okay, what do we have here, Brittany?
2 white Mercedes.
2?
Back to back.
I want to go this way, don't I? No, I want to go straight. 2 white Mercedes, back to back.
Are those the same car? Similar?
Lexus.
3.
2 Lexus. No.
Those are
a Toyota, close to a Toyota.
Yeah.
Probably not enough there. Now, right now, this is totally abnormal. But remember, I have about 5 or 6 visits of the mental illness tactics. And all we've really seen that's provable at the moment are the 2 backwards
in a corner
by the entrance. But I noticed a lot of times when you go down, it gets more aggressive. like when you're leaving.
Right. There's one.
Okay,
but
so
that's
one
just
backwards in the corner. Usually there's two
Right.
together, like the first corner we saw.
Is that a Jeep?
Yeah, usually we have tons of these Jeeps, Rangers together. So right now, it doesn't look too horrible, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, it usually gets fairly
Exiting
obnoxious
is-
right around here.
Okay.
Groupings of reds. Okay.
Oh yeah, there's two.
Which
right
isn't
there.
very provable, but I know it.
But that's a thing that I've seen a lot. There's more reds.
More
down
reds.
there.
Okay. Now we haven't really seen any reds down there, have
No,
we?
not at all. Actually.
Okay. Usually we see pairs like two Civics together, things like that. Over here.
Oh, that guy's gonna hit.
Oh.
Fucker.
Okay, so we can't go that way. Okay, so Brittany, what's in this corner?
Backwards truck, and I can't see that car next to it yet.
We just have one, but normally there's twos
Okay.
in the corners, backwards together.
Shit ton of white cars.
Okay, no one's behind. Yeah, someone's behind me.
There's a backwards.
Okay,
Range
look, look, look.
Rover.
White VW here, white VW there.
There's a ton of
Okay,
white.
backwards here. So look, okay,
Charger.
already we've seen a pattern shift, correct?
Right. Oh, and down there too, 3 white truck and 2 other white cars right there. I don't know if that, but there's
Okay.
a backwards car right there in the corner.
Two BMWs. You said, oh, this
Backwards
guy's
in the
actually
corner.
waiting in the car over there. Look. He's actually waiting with his head down. Still.
Here,
Okay.
all the white ones right there.
Okay, so can I go right here? No, I can't.
No.
So we're not doing too well here like before, but that's okay because I can compare it to the older video.
Right.
Go backwards. See how they're all in the
Oh,
corner?
You're right. Every single
Okay, but
white.
usually there's twos or threes or
Right.
more. Okay,
Every single one's in the
so we're
corner.
probably gonna have to do this again. And you'll notice that as we're going down, it is a little more
It is more
aggressive,
pronounced.
but there's not enough cars in here. This was the original. I'm gonna pull
Oh,
this.
look.
These
two
are the
backwards
first
right
ones we
there.
saw. Twos.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, let's just let this person pass. I'm gonna see if I can kind of do this again, even though there's not much to see. Okay, but let's focus. These are the 2 original ones we saw entering. Okay.
Right.
Now, as we're coming down, we're seeing higher rates of backwards, like I told you. I think I said that before we entered here,
no,
right?
you did. Yeah.
Okay. But it's 5:09, which I
People
fucked that
are
all
clearing
up,
out.
and really we need to come around like 1 p.m.
Right earlier.
2 cars backwards here. But I mean, let's just look at these 2 here. I mean, let's just focus on these 2 right here. Let's talk about this for a minute here. I mean, don't you see?
2 cars backwards.
Are they married? I mean, right?
Right. Chances are no. So, and in every single corner there was a backwards car. That's like the only places I saw them too. So.
Correct. And unfortunately, there's just one everywhere else.
Right, but still.
Okay, now the second thing I want to, we're gonna just do this one more. Oh, I think I can, if I can, do this one more time. But there's some conies. Oh yeah, we can.
Can you get through here? Yeah.
Okay. Right now, according to Allied Universal Security and the police, even though they know it's not true, I'm committing a crime because this DVR up here and this camera here and this camera here are all videoing. So I'm committing a crime, correct? I mean, I need to be removed from society, and Jen Pilchick Perlman needs to lock me away and incarcerate me for life because of my craziness. Even if I were imagining it, I'm not committing a crime. Okay, so
I don't know though. Those are
okay, we're
similar.
back to where we were with the 2 Porsches. Now, what about this Porsche here? Where
2 Mercedes.
Mercedes? Sorry.
Somebody's in that.
Wait,
one.
I can. Are they even in it? Let's see if
That
they're
one,
even in
I
it.
think.
Because half the time, yeah, they're in it.
someone's
Half the time they leave the lights on and go just in
Really?
case when I go places. Okay. Car backwards in the corner here, this red one.
That's,
Okay. We can't go that way. Okay, so we're fucked. So this sucks.
we'll have to come back. But
Yeah.
no, I mean, I get like what you said before we got here. They're going to be backwards. They're going to be in the corners.
Okay.
And they
so
are.
so you're confirming that Brittany. Well, I could let me play devil's advocate. You could say what I'm saying is right, but they're not doing anything crazy. That's just the way I see things, right?
Right. I could say that, I guess.
You say I see things differently. Oh, wait.
Two honks.
The black girl over here.
Double honk.
The black girl. Okay, the black girl over here. And she's an employee. She's wearing scrub suits. The black girl here wearing scrub suits. Notice, remember, Kevin's a white supremacist, needs to die. Black communities are hunting him to exterminate him.
Right.
Since 5 years old, or since 8 years old, kissing a black girl, and I need to die.
And she was in the back of the
She's
car
black.
car.
She's wearing scrub suits. We're talking about the black girl sent on my wrestling team to make it look like I beat the shit out of black girls, which doesn't even make sense.
No, it doesn't.
She's a girl on a boys' team.
That in itself, yeah.
Okay? The black girl is working with someone else, parking cars backwards in the corner of Tiz.
Mm-hmm. Double honk.
She fits the criteria of like 10 different motives.
Right.
Okay? She's black. And black people have been hunting me since I kissed a black girl at 8. Doesn't make sense, I know.
Mm-mm.
But she's black.
What is this person doing?
Oh shit, I hope. Okay, so she's black. She sees me. She honks her horn twice.
Right.
What? She's parked backwards in the parking car backwards tactic next to another car backwards, so it's undisputable.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's not one random event. It's a coordinated conspiring event.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, unfortunately, I can't prove it like the other hundreds of videos I have of this lot, or 5 videos I have of this lot. But...
Oh, he let you.
Oh. He's like, everyone just get out of here.
Uh.
So if we were here an hour earlier, you would have saw a lot more.
But I mean...
Okay, we saw a small grouping of reds when there's no other reds. They're all at the top there.
And all the backwards cars were in the corners. Like...
Okay, and all backwards cars are in the corner, but it really would have been solid if it's like it normally is with 2 or 3s backwards together, like the first set.
Right.
We did saw a guy backwards hiding, ducking below in his car. You didn't really see it. He's on this camera over here. Okay, now Brittany, I have now done horrible things to all these people, according to the LAPD, according to security companies like Universal and many others, working with them, NSA, FBI, Department of Defense, cybersecurity companies. They all want me dead.
It's ridiculous.
Can you tell the world here what I've done to ruin these people's lives today?
No, I can't.
By videoing what they're doing to me.
No.
I mean, you gotta have something here. I got an entire planet. An entire planet wants me dead. An entire planet. So I have to have done right now. If I have police knocking at my door tonight or following me in my car, doing illegal searches, I had to have done something right now, right?
No.
I ruined all these lives. Didn't I ruin that black girl's life by her honking her horn twice when she saw me?
No, you didn't. You did not
right?
at all.
Okay, so back to the original question. Kevin, I see what I didn't say you said this, by the way. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Sure.
Kevin, I see what you're seeing, and I know you believe what you're seeing, but it's not happening, or do you have...
I wouldn't...
I mean, am I just seeing something that isn't there that you see because I'm saying it, or do you see a conspiracy of coordinated events?
Exactly. No, there's no way that it's all, oh my god, what's the word? Coincidence? And it happens everywhere, and like just the fact that we saw that woman walking to her car, and the car was parked backwards with a double honk, like... And
a double honk, and we had a double honk. Was that on video? I think it was in your office, walking in the car. It was on video on this camera as we're walking in the car. Right. And I've had 2 other double honks leaving my house of angry people. And we're noticing today alone the double honks now getting more and more aggressive.
Egg slut.
Yeah, there's egg slut. I find that fucking hysterical.
I haven't seen that before.
Okay, so...
No, I mean, there's... Play devil's advocate all you want, but like... Green.
Okay, so so there's no misconception here. Oh shit, don't run the update.
Do you want me to put it in my phone?
No, my phone's starting to run an update. I don't want to. Okay, whatever.
Do you know how to get back from here?
Yeah. Oh, I want to type in GPS when my phone's running an update.
Here, I can do it.
Yeah, do it on your phone. Okay, why don't I have? Okay, so. Okay, let's just reinforce this for the viewers because I'm crazy and I'm delusional according to LAPD, and I'm imagining the whole thing according to the psychology community. And I need to shut up and be a good slave and take my meds. And we have black girls who saw me showing reverse racism, correct?
Right.
Reverse racism. I'm gonna hunt down and kill the Jew. He's a racist. That's reverse racism. They're saying I'm a racist to justify killing my kind or whatever.
Right.
Okay. Now this happens a lot with black people, or different races. They play victim to justify
their behavior,
killing or hurting people.
Okay. Sorry. So in 1.5 miles, it says turn right on North Beverly Hills Drive.
Okay. Which one's that?
So you go. I guess.
Doesn't it show the map?
Yeah. You just go through the.
Oh, there you go.
So we're right here. And so I think we're going to be turning onto whatever road this is, and then you're going to take a right on Beverly.
Okay, this thing's almost done. Okay, so that's a reverse racist. I'm black. He hates black people. I'm going to kill him. Okay, now do you understand the behavior or dynamics behind that?
Right.
If I'm sitting here minding my own business, or videoing people trying to kill me, better yet, and some person goes, that person hates black people, I'm going to attack them, then they're liars, they're hypocrites.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
And they're going after people and saying, oh, poor me.
Right.
Okay? Yeah. And even if I didn't like black people, that's my business, and nobody's going to normally hunt you for it unless you're doing things to black people, correct?
Right.
Okay, this is the east. Remember last time we went in the west, the cars went from backwards to forwards? But I walked down the east, and they were a higher rate backwards, and the other side, the first time I was here, were tons of pairs backwards, and pairs of 2s and 3s. Then they went back all totally normal, but the east was different. The east, because they knew I'd never been to the east. Okay, so now we're in the east. Last week, there's a higher rate backwards, and it still looks like there kind of sort of is, but not as bad. Most of these look forwards right now, which means it's different. It's different than last week. We'll see as we go to the top. And so you can see the change of behavior, right? Okay, it is a lot more normalized now. Right, I don't see a lot of the backwards or pairs backwards. I'm sure we'll see a few. We'll go to the top, we'll park at the top. Okay, we have the 2 in this corner here. Okay, the obvious 2, how everything's forwards. And then in this corner right here, 2 backwards. So this Honda backwards, and this, whatever that is, Prius or whatever the fuck, I'm in a hurry. Okay, now everything else looks forwards. Right, so you can see how that doesn't. Okay, now we have 2s over here, backwards together. Trying to get as close as possible, but you can see how they're doing it in pairs of 2s over there. Oh, this guy's coming out. Get this guy out. Okay, so
Wi-Fi on.
all right. Okay, so now we're in east parking. Before we leave, we'll video the other side, the west. Okay, so fancy that, 2 spots open. Okay, so 3B. All right. Okay, so we're continuing with this camera. Okay, we're leaving the parking lot. This is the east. Remember the west? I just walked through the west. Last week, the west had nothing. It was back to normal. now is fairly aggressive, more than this side. This side still has a good amount of things in it. And still not nearly as many cars backwards on the east. But remember last week on the east here, it was a lot more aggressive. So each side is sort of catering to where I am, how they park. But at no point does everyone say we shouldn't be doing this at all anywhere. Okay, I think I already did this corner, or these might be new cars. Some of them are 3 here together, 2 together there. Showing the groupings in the corners. Okay, this is the east now, not the west. Okay, car here backwards, right? Now I shouldn't go to the police for this shit. It's like, are you crazy, right? Why would you do it in the first place? Okay, 2 Mercedes here by the elevator to the right. Okay, now there's like 4 or 5 or something there together in the corners. Okay. And now I gotta go pay. Let's see, exits. Let's see, we're parking here. My camera battery is going low. I gotta change batteries. Okay. Oh shit, my battery's about to die. That's not good. Okay, now the cars. We're gonna monitor the cars. Right corner here, cars, 3 cars backwards together. I'm gonna change batteries. I'm gonna pull aside right here, change batteries. We are on the east parking. I'm going to change batteries. Okay, so had to change batteries. Car backwards here. Remember what they're doing here in the corners are all the cars backwards, and then the pairs. Last time was huge groups of Mercedes and Audis, I think. Okay, there's a lot less cars here today. Let's see. Okay, so we're going up. Things look a little more normal here, but remember it changes from lot to lot. If we go to the west side, it's usually, it switches, but sometimes west is more aggressive. Okay, there's always groupings of cars in this corner. See, there's 3s. See how there's 3 backwards together in this corner, and there was 3 backwards in a corner entering the lot. Okay, what are they, by the way? One is, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Okay, now we have a higher rate of reds. For some reason, when we get to the top here, there's higher rates of reds. And then this is the spot where I gotta kind of park. Okay, we have a Civic back here. Another red Versa here. For some reason, the parking lot. Oh, someone's behind me. I was gonna. Okay, for some reason, the parking lot is a little less crowded today. Oh, can't go this way. This guy go. Why did I change batteries? Okay, in this corner there's twos together. In the corners there's always, see how there's backwards, twos together in that corner. Okay, so now we're kind of going down. Okay, we want to go left, parking in left. Okay, first thing, cars backwards over here. Okay, as you enter, cars backwards. Okay, if I recall, a lot of times one of the things they're doing is the corners were backwards, and it was normal as you go up and backwards as you go down. So we're gonna video the parking lot here, the cars. Right now, everything except for I think a gold car in the very front was. This is all forwards, and those cars are backwards. Whatever. And that's down. Shit, I did a wrong turn, I think. I want to go up. Wait, are we going up or down? Oh, we're going backwards. Okay, let's just go back this way. Okay, so there's obviously not a lot of people here during lockdown. Okay, so far almost all the cars are forwards. Okay, we can kind of, actually maybe I'll pick this up, go handheld. Okay, so that's all normal looking. And okay, two Jeeps together, blacks here. Right, so two black Jeep Rangers. One's a gray, but you get the idea. Okay, there's a third black over here. So see how they kind of have the Jeeps together. Okay, two backwards in the corner here. Right, out of this entire lot, the backwards, in this entire lot that's forwards, see how the twos are together. Okay, so there's a lot more here going on that I was picking up on. Shit. 2 Camrys or Corollas there. Over here, this guy got in his car by the Accord here as I was getting out of this car. Took off. Groupings of blue. See these 2 blue BMWs. Similar SUV Mazda like this. Okay, over here, red Prius, 2 white Priuses together. The other side, 2 Camrys together. The other side, west, actually there's a higher rate of cars backwards. Okay. 2 Hondas together here, possibly. I think there's 2 Mercedes over here. Okay, what do we have here? Maybe that was on the other side. It gets confusing. There's so many. So the patterns are more cryptic. Okay. I don't see too much here. So we're gonna do the other side. We're gonna try to do the other side. Usually as we go down, we see a higher rate backwards. This lot, most of them are forwards. There are the pairs together. The other side, there's a higher rate backwards. Now, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time. Here's one backwards over here. Red in the corner. The other side's a lot more aggressive. Okay, so we're gonna pay our ticket. White one here as we come down. Oh, 2 pairs. 2 pairs as we come down. Now let's pay our parking ticket. Okay, so this is interesting. Okay, so gray Civic here. There's a whole bunch of cars right here. Let's see. And if you're not looking, because normally it's more obvious if they're backwards. Civic there, Civic there, Civic there. There's a guy behind me. There's 2 cars. I think they're both Camrys. There's 2 somethings over there together. I wasn't even looking when driving. Okay, so let's now go down. Okay, so this is even more interesting. The parking machines, the pay machines wouldn't take my money, my credit card. I had to give it cash. I tried multiple credit cards. And there's probably a reason for that. I should reiterate. As I got here, 2 different employees went to different machines. Okay, as I arrived, and they tampered with the machines. That machine wouldn't take any of my credit cards. It did take cash. Okay, very strange. Okay, pairs of cars here backwards. We already did these. No actual people here. Okay, peopleless. And now we're gonna try to get to the other side, but I don't know why I'm having so much problems getting to the east. Okay, these are enter. Okay, this goes down. These are a little weirder. Okay, so let's go in this way. Oh, it is blue. It just shows orange on the... Okay, so now this side looked more aggressive, and the ticket's blue too. So I could swear the sign's on the outside. Okay, so we're gonna go a little slower now, and we're gonna look for patterns as well as cars backwards and patterns, okay? Because they were really aggressive on the other side, the patterns, not the backwards. I'll pick up the camera handheld here. Okay, I don't see much yet. Okay, I don't see much yet. And okay, maybe it's just going down. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, everything looks normal so far. We're on 2. And everything looks normal. A good amount of a couple of Mazdas there. This is the west side. You see how everything's blue here? Everything looks closer to normal. 4th floor. Okay, we're at the top. Okay, and we're gonna turn around. Wait. Yeah, we're turning around here. Okay, I'm just gonna get my ticket, my cash for the ticket, whatever. Okay. Okay. Now we're going down. Now it should get more aggressive. Okay, there's already a car in the corner here backwards. Jeep, backwards car. Okay, backwards car here. Backwards car here. Two whites. See how it just got more aggressive? 2 whites Mercedes over here. 2 white Mercedes. 2 reds. See how these reds migrated together like that? Okay. Okay, more 2 in the corners. Okay, see how going up it was normal? Going down it's more aggressive. Okay, corners. Okay. Oof. Okay. 2 more corners. See you in the corners. Okay, there's a car behind me. We gotta go faster. Oof, the camera, this mount just sucks. Okay, so now there's presence here. There's people in this lot. Oh, there's not. It's automated. Okay, car backwards there. Okay, good. Okay, so we come back to the freedoms. Your freedom of beliefs, your freedom of sexuality, your freedom to like what you like, your freedom to not like what you don't like, whatever.
To make your own
are all
choice.
taken away. Now, Brittany, you asked before, what's been taken away from you? The very possibility, the very notion that I might not like black people.
Right.
If I met a black girl at 10 years old and she fucking kicked me in the balls 100 times, I go, I really don't like black
It's telling
people.
you to turn here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. If a black girl kicked me balls 100 times at 10 years old, I said, I really don't like black people. I've dealt with them. I have the right to believe that. Now, that didn't happen, and I never said that.
Right.
But the point is, when you ask, and what's been taken away, these freedoms, these free will, if you want to call it, like
Choice.
Assassin's Creed,
Yeah.
choice or whatever, that's all been taken away. Okay? I don't have the right to think for myself. I don't have the right to say I don't like this person because they're abusive.
Right.
I don't have the right to walk away from my father because he doesn't like me.
Take the right here.
I don't have the right.
Yourself.
Correct.
Yeah.
You can't defend yourself, even in a passive level.
Right.
Okay, so now can you answer me why that black person in a scrub suit is parked in pairs of twos?
Well, yeah, it's directed at you.
But I know that, but
why?
But don't you find that strange?
Yes, it's insane.
We're in Wilshire. We're in Beverly Hills.
Right.
I don't live here. I've never lived here. I don't have an office out here.
No.
I'm a no-namer. I'm Kevin Perlman. I'm 10 times more known than Donald Trump in government kill operations. But if you take... Oh, but I'm crazy in imagining it. So let's take that out. Well, you just saw it. Did she or did she not know who I was?
Right, yeah. Yes, she did.
Okay, just loudly, please.
Yes, she did.
She did. Yes, she did. And why did she know who I was, Brittany?
Well, because she parked backwards. She honked at you. Like, these are all directed at you.
She parked backwards in pairs of twos with someone else. She saw me honk her horn twice, like 3 other people today.
Right.
By the way.
Oh, in 1.9 miles to hop on the 10 west.
Okay. So, by the way, Brittany, how did this information, someone I don't like, Kevin, in Woodland Hills, within 10 minutes time, get all the way out to Beverly Hills and Thousand Oaks?
That's a great question. That's insane. That doesn't happen.
Okay, so that's insane. It doesn't happen, but you know how it could happen? I mean, do you have any theories? Even though it's obvious?
Obviously, there has to be some line of communication.
Correct, and what line of communication provides that? What line of communication? Correct.
Internet?
The internet links and unites us worldwide with instant information, correct?
True. Yeah.
Okay, so now, from that, how is it possible? Unless...
They're being sent this stuff directly? Like...
Sure, but something has to link everything together. You know what I'm saying?
I'm confused. You mean...
Okay, we have an internet.
Right.
And it links everything together that we do.
Correct.
I can text Joe Blow in Russia right now.
Oh, so it's all linked to you?
Everything's linked. But that still doesn't answer the question how some person in my complex or the Warner Center Met or Dr. Ronald Barry Perlman sitting at home instantly tells every person worldwide if you see Kevin, honk your horn twice.
Right.
Unless tools are built
like
to torture and kill someone.
Specifically directed.
Correct.
Okay.
A platform specifically directed at someone, or a platform built to torture and kill someone that's put in place in case they feel like torturing and killing someone. The types of things. Did you know who does that in our government? This should be obvious.
What?
NSA.
Oh,
Edward Snowden.
Right. Exactly. Like
okay.
high up. Yeah.
Now, what do we know? The police won't be honest.
No.
The police tell me that I need to die.
Tell you there's nothing you can do.
And just accept your death. And be tortured and killed and die.
And they don't look at any of the evidence. Like, it's just insane to me.
They look the other way and they tell me that I'm a bad guy and I need to die.
Right.
With you in front of them. And they're audio recorded. And yes, they were audio recorded when you walked in there as well. Just so you know that.
Oh, I was just...
Yeah, I'm sure you assume by now.
Right.
Okay. Now, Brittany, do you understand why Kevin is not paranoid and has to record everything?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. It's not like, this is not what you want to be doing. Like, I know we've talked about this. Like, you wish you didn't have to record. This is like the only...
Why can't they stop? Why can't they tell me what's going on? What is their problem? Okay. So, you have now witnessed on a broader spectrum
yeah. Jesus.
From
every city we've ever looked, Camarillo to Westlake to Thousand Oaks, Newberry Park, Agora, Woodland Hills, like Van Nuys, what is up north there, Chatsworth,
and this is worldwide. I went with policeabuse.com, all across the entire planet, or across the U.S. and Mexico. And it was the same everywhere.
Mexico too. I didn't.
Yeah, we went to Mexico.
Jesus. And then they just took your money and said fuck you, basically.
Pretty much. I mean, they did the least. They did the least possible to be on my side. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They wrote up reports saying something isn't right and this and that. The whole time ball busting me. but they didn't flat out say, look, this is, and I call them up right now, and it's like, I want more money, and I want more money, and I want more money, and they'll do the least possible.
They just want to take and
But,
rob you.
I mean, look, there's a point where, and I don't want to necessarily burn that bridge, but if they, I'm just going to say it like this, because they're more about money than about helping. If you are an ex-police sergeant, by the way, Don Jackson is an ex-LAPD police sergeant, I want you to understand that. Camo Diop, aka Don Jackson of policeabuse.com, who started policeabuse.com, who lives in Florida, is an ex-LAPD police sergeant.
Okay.
Who wants to fight against oppression, but yet money comes first. Well, you really can't mix money and oppression. No. You see what I'm saying? It's like saying Martin Luther King. All people need equality. The African American community all have equal rights. Blah blah blah. And if you want me to stand up on a pedestal and say that, I want $100,000. Right. Right.
Right. For the right price.
And by the way, that black guy over there is having a crowbar being lodged in the skull, but I'm not going to run in the street and stop it because unless you pay me $100,000. But I'm for equality and freedom.
Yeah, no.
Right?
You can't say those things in the same sentence.
This mixed take on policeabuse.com and Don Jackson is that I keep shoveling him money and he's witnessing a worldwide murder operation against one man, and he should be like, first of all, let me say this. If he wants policeabuse.com to thrive, right, he shouldn't take a penny from me, because if you fucking take on me and say, look what they're doing to Kevin Perlman, he's already become a worldwide power figure of freedom.
Touche.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so why does he need more and more and more money to do the absolute minimum? Unless he's really a capitalist, right, posing. Now, I look at some of his videos, and some of his videos, he walks on the police stations exposing some things. But let's be realistic here. Why would he help those people and not me and take all my money? Oh, because someone told me Kevin's a criminal? It doesn't make sense, because that goes against what police abuse stands against. Oh, well, the police told me Kevin's a bad guy, so Kevin's a bad guy, but I'm against corrupt police.
That doesn't make any sense.
Right? Doesn't make any sense.
No.
Okay, so anyways, he put in the bare minimum, and he witnessed being harassed. Cops following me to Starbucks for no reason, harassing me, all sorts of shit. He acknowledged it. He put in reports. But at any time that it comes out to really get on the front lines, he really tucked tail when I went to Washington, D.C. With them in the White House of the United States, and they said walk in front of the White House in the tourist section with the tourists, and the security followed me all throughout D.C., and that was like, okay, job's over, and this and that, blah. And the job pretty much was at its end, but they were completely backing out and tucking tail and this and that.
So were they like what was the goal? Like, would they go into the police station and like expose it, or like what was supposed to happen?
We went everywhere. We went to Vegas. We went to Mexico. I drove all around the U.S. with a private investigator named Greg Miller.
Okay.
And Greg was, like usual, half in, half out, and trying to make me look crazy. But the whole time he was witnessing the events.
Right.
But no one ever takes the events seriously. Does that make sense?
So they just like dismiss it or brush it off? Or
yeah, like, oh, Kevin, you're too sensitive. People follow people around, parking backwards and twos and honking at them at every place they go worldwide. It's perfectly normal. You're too sensitive. And you're like, we're going to focus on serious things. Wait, that's not serious to you? That's a little thing to you? 100,000 to 1 million people per day provoking you with passive-aggressive attacks is not a small thing? Is a small thing? You're crazy. Yeah, completely. Right? That's sorry, let me just finish. A guy walks up and he throws an ant on you. Is that a big or small thing? Small. Every day of your life, random stranger throws a handful of ants on you for the rest of your life. Is that a big or small thing?
That'd be big for me.
That's big for anyone.
Every day for the rest of your life.
Anyone. Every day someone throws a handful. Every random stranger throws a handful of ants on you. Every day of your life.
Nope. That'd be big.
That's a huge thing. That's beyond. Or let's take it back. Every day someone throws one ant on you,
Even that.
every stranger you see throws one ant on you every day, all day and night for the rest of your life, is that a big or a little thing?
Big.
It's
I just-
ginormous, right?
Yes. Like, what
It's
the
out
fuck?
of the scope of anything. So they're trying to take these things out of context and say, no, someone threw an ant on you. So, no, 100,000 people a day threw an ant on me.
Right.
Okay, so sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay.
Okay, so you were saying.
I don't even remember what it
In
is.
600 feet,
what
turn
was-
right onto the I-10 West ramp to Santa Monica.
What is the like with policeabuse.com? So what was the desired outcome? Like, are they going to like expose people in different places?
Well, there's
And
a whole
then-
bunch of things. They were a witness to a mass crime,
Yeah.
and they ultimately were, in case they get arrested, you get them up on the stand as witnesses. But the thing was, the judicial system didn't allow me to prepare for trial, and it went from pre-trial to the next day trial.
Jesus.
Okay, so pre-trial decides, are you going to go to trial?
Right.
Okay, well,
The
yeah, you're
next day
going to
you're
trial, so it's the
trial?
next day. Well, Seymour, we haven't prepared for fucking trial. Oh, I'm prepared. No, Seymour, I need to prepare for trial. No, I'm prepared. Okay,
That's
well,
like
how do I call police abuse? Have PIs fly down? You understand?
can't.
Correct. So these things were all
They fuck
strategic.
you. Yeah.
And when I say strategic, I'm not talking about a couple of corrupt people in LAPD office here.
No, it's
I'm
like
talking about mass
The I-10
groups
West ramp.
worldwide, just like we're talking about these internet-connected systems.
right.
Okay, I'm gonna slice Kevin's arms and legs off. Now, I'm gonna use my internet systems to contact all lawyers to not help Kevin after I slice his arms and legs off, and I'm gonna contact all doctors to put poison in the medication. Okay? Literally. I'm not fucking joking here. This isn't a dramatized statement.
No.
These are things
Continue on I-10 West for 3 miles.
that have been done to me my entire life, and they get really bad in '94 when my brother wanted me to see the internet so bad. He called me up to the University of Colorado.
Right. And that's when the internet came out, right?
'94, yeah. And
Okay.
it was very simple. It was very telenet and email oriented. No web browsing, and they worked on it instantly with my brother.
And when did you realize that at the time you didn't, or did you?
No, I knew that. Let me put it this way. I was being abused my whole life, and I knew it, but I didn't realize they were connected events.
Oh.
So I was bouncing from person to person. Okay, next
Oh, I
person,
didn't
next
realize
person.
that.
Oh yeah, no. This doesn't start at 20, like.
Like you knew throughout your life, like something was wrong.
Let me just give you out of these thousands of situations in the mid '90s on IRC or before. One girl on IRC from a different state. I didn't know she's in a different state.
In 2 miles, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 385 north towards Sacramento.
Well, actually, that's not a fair statement. I don't know where she was from. But on IRC, one girl says, I drive a Jeep, thinking about Kelly Hatch. I didn't know she's thinking about Kelly Hatch because I don't know these events are connected. And come over, and we'll have some fun, and come in my house, the door's open.
Okay.
Here's my address in Denver. I'm in Boulder. I drive out to Denver. I'm not a stupid idiot. I'm not going to not go into a stranger's house.
Without, like, yeah.
So I knock on the door, and there's a big black guy, and I'm like, hi, I'm here to see so-and-so. Who?
Oh my god.
Okay, so what do you think they're trying to do?
Setting you up to like.
We're breaking and entering here to get shot by some big black guy, right?
Jesus.
Or it could even go a lot deeper than that. He might be linked into something to make it look like Kevin's hut. I don't know, right? So I leave and I go, this is fucked, and next. Okay, next situation like that. Next situation like that. Next situation like that.
That's insane.
Okay. So you can understand that for me, my jokes about how Irish is turmoil and these people are crazy and people do pick and runs, joking around like, hey, can I see your picture? And they bullets and try to piss you off.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so I used to call them pick and runs.
Right. I never. Okay.
Yeah, there was a whole other subliminal level that I wasn't picking up on. Example, I'm talking to some women or a girl on ICQ, which you probably don't even know what that
Right.
was.
I know. What is
This
this?
is a chat program back before. Example, maybe they play like the hot cold game and they're passive aggressive. Like, hey, you talk to them and they go silent for like 30 minutes.
That's annoying. Yeah.
So,
I know.
okay, but that's annoying, but it's part of life. But
Right. Yeah. But it happens.
this is the part I'm getting at. Now, let's say I minimize ICQ.
Right.
So when it disappears, hey, you have a message. Okay, now this is kind of happening over and over. But I wasn't making the connection that they're in my computer.
Right.
I was on a subliminal level going, this person's really annoying and something seems off with like that, but I'm not connecting with actual privacy violations. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
When we're having people, random people befriend you and they're asking interrogating questions on IRC, like, I do a artwork. I told you about the Mike Tyson picture fighting Katana.
Right.
So someone messages me on IRC named Katana. And they start out telling me that Katana is not a real person, it's a game character. And I'm not making the connection that in the thousands of names, random IRC nicknames, the Katana here is actually working with college professors and psychology community, asking, interrogating, we're going to see if Kevin's crazy questions.
Right.
Okay, I'm not making the connection because you wouldn't, because you're not looking for it.
Exactly.
You're thinking, hey, I'm in a,
Like, why would you?
what's that website called? Something of fish.
Plenty of fish?
Plenty of it. I'm in a plenty of fish environment, and there's thousands of women and thousands of men, and this and that. I'm just trying to be social and maybe meet them at some IRC parties or whatever, and boom, this person's coming after me. Boom, that person's coming after me. Boom. And you're starting to get a little more annoyed over the years, like, what is fucking going on?
Right.
Okay? Thousands. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of situations like I just told you.
Right.
Thousands. Just like the parking lots you're seeing. They're not doing anything wrong.
Right.
I'm a bad guy. I need to die. But you can't answer the question. What's going on? Why am I a bad guy? Why do I need to die? Well, your past caught up with you. I know what I did. That's my mother and father. What past? What are you talking about? I can't answer the question.
No, you can't because you have no idea what you're talking
Right?
about.
Okay. I mean, they can't answer the question. My accusers can't answer the question specifics.
Right.
Okay, so we just want to kill you. You're a bad guy. I can't answer the question why. Now that's crazy.
It is.
Okay? I'm gonna kill you. You're a bad guy. I can't tell you why you're bad. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's completely crazy. There's no logic
Now,
there.
thousands. We have seen thousands of parking cars a week or a day in your parking lot alone.
Right.
This is worldwide. They're not doing anything wrong. Now, I don't know this is going on, but I know that these are chaotic environments. But they don't start and stop on IRC if you want to say, well, Kevin, you're in shading environments.
Every environment.
I go to football games at the University of Colorado. I'm checking out a cheerleader from the fucking stands, like,
Innocent.
I'm a fucking 1 millimeter dot in a dot of 50,000 dots, and somehow this cheerleader knows that I think she's fucking hot.
Okay.
And in the student union where I study, where by the way we had a pool hall too, the UMC or whatever, we had a connection or something, pool hall. I play around over there. And some of the shady people who are stalking me, like Val Morozo, befriending me, if you want to say, well, Kevin, you're a pool player. And Val Morozo met you in a pool hall. Well, Val Morozo met me on a college campus pool hall.
Right.
Okay, so now how does your argument look? Okay, you took me to strip clubs. Later continue with Rody Morales in California.
Right.
Saying, let's start a company and go to strip clubs. Now I'm going to tell the world they're stalking strippers. Okay, now the cheerleader comes in. This is one of these many stories. The cheerleader comes in, gorgeous fucking cheerleader, fucking gorgeous. Comes in and says, can I sit here? She's eating her food.
Right.
Hi, you know, what's your name? Yeah, small talk, whatever.
Yeah, chit chat. Okay.
Yeah, so me, she says, oh, you know, I don't go to school here. I work at the nursing school over there. Or I go to school at the nursing school over there. And I was a little shy, and I didn't want to be sort of pressy, like press her.
Yeah.
So, okay, blah, blah, blah. Well, she's a fucking cheerleader.
Right.
She's a cheerleader for the University of Colorado Buffaloes. So how does the cheerleader of University of Colorado Buffaloes not go to University of Colorado? She's a nurse in the nursing school. Okay, now, without me going any further, Brittany, what do you think she's doing?
Well, clearly it should have been for a reason.
Correct.
I mean,
And well, what do you think that reason is?
to talk to you.
But she's lying to me. So she wants to meet me, but she's lying to me. Why? Do you know people that want to meet people and start lying to them?
No.
Okay, now she obviously knows that I know who she is, correct?
Right.
Okay, so why would she lie to me?
To try and,
Come on, say.
like, to try and go honestly.
Why would you lie to a guy?
To try and manipulate you in some way. To make you look like a shitty person.
To get a fucking reaction.
Right. That's, I mean, yeah, my perspective.
Okay.
That's weird that you're out here.
I've seen you. You're a cheerleader. Oh, you're abusive. You're spying on me. You're violating my privacy.
Right.
Okay?
But you're fucking cheerleader. That's not your name.
Correct. And these are our normal conversations, except in my life they don't go too well. I'm
So-
always committing a crime.
What happened there with her?
I just let her lie, and I kind of said, I'm not going to proceed flirting or anything, because it's not going to go anywhere, right? Unless I just wanted to take her home and fuck her and say, get lost, bitch,
Right.
it would have went nowhere, right?
But like,
It's going to end after I sleep with her, if it even got that far, and it would have gotten that far, correct? You believe that even when I had a chance sleeping with this girl? Come on, be realistic.
I don't know.
You think that she was scoping me out and lying that she's a nursing student to sleep with me for one night when she knew and I knew that she wasn't?
No.
Correct, because when you lie to someone's face and you know that they know you're lying, you get pissy or you don't trust them or like them, right? Okay, so she's planning the hook that I want this guy to make it look like he doesn't trust me and he's going home with me, or he doesn't like me and he's crazy, or something like that, right? Or he's starting to yell at me, you stupid bitch, I saw you in the fucking...
She's like hoping for a reaction out of you.
Correct, now why is she trying to get a reaction?
To make you look like a shitty human.
Okay, now why is some random stranger that I've never even seen, I'm not in the social circles, I don't know her, I've never seen her,
That's a great question.
correct?
Take the U.S.
I have nothing to do with her.
No.
Yet she's migrating into my life. You're a fucking dead man, correct?
Right.
This pattern of behavior, the girl sending me to the guy's house and
That's
hinting
fucked
about,
up.
by the way, Kelly Hatch was in Southern Oregon State College. So if I'm in University of Colorado, why are random people from state to state coming in? You're a dead man, I'm going to try to set you up and this and that.
Right.
It's a little strange.
Yes, very strange.
Now the other thing you need to understand, not that it really would matter, is that back then the internet was very simple.
Right.
Okay, we're not talking about the connectivity we have now. And it's still hard to get yourself out there on the internet now. But back then, when it was in the simplest of simple stages, it was being used against me to unite a plan of people to execute. Okay? Now, so your question, to answer your question, those are just a few brief examples that most people walking on this planet
Right.
are going, that's crazy. I mean, you just rattle off like 5 situations, and I've never seen one of these things.
Right, exactly.
And I can rattle off thousands. Thousands.
So did you,
Take the U.S.
like, 429, did you connect any of the things, like, or, like, think, like, oh, this is a weird
Okay, so I wasn't, no, I didn't.
Okay.
I knew subliminally that something's really wrong,
Right.
but not enough to start walking around going, something's really fucking wrong.
Okay.
I knew that, like, you know, like that stress, like, "God, why does it just keep fucking happening?
Right.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
I've met 100 men, everyone raped me, why does this keep happening? Like that,
Why
right?
is yeah.
Now we come around 29 and I'm at Fort Place Strip Club and I'm joking around, like, I'm done with use. Okay, so, like,
Like there's a video. It's good.
okay, so, I don't need this one. I'm done with you. Okay, so so you're walking around with this thought, this subliminal thought. Like, It's just so strange, right? I mean, everyone I know is dating. They're not having these problems.
Right. Why is this?
I'm being really nice to these people, but I'm not being a pushover schmo.
No.
But I'm being really nice, and I'm waiting for them to shit on me first. Just like you're seeing everywhere. Like, you could say I pointed my camera at that black girl. Hey, you pissed off that black girl because you pointed our camera at that black girl to get her on video who honked her horns was. But wait, who initiated the fucking provoking's 100 million fold, right? Okay, so I
They have to
video
see
who
the
she
context,
is,
right.
and I'm not yelling at her or anything. I'm just
No, you
getting
didn't say anything
footage.
directly to her.
Okay, but I'm the bad guy to the world because I videoed a person and with 100,000 to a million per day taking turns to fucking exterminate me. Now, Brittany, but Kevin, why didn't I call the cops just now?
Because they wouldn't help anyway.
Correct.
So
Okay,
why would you with that? I mean, like, you feel like, where do you go?
what do I say to the cops?
Right.
Well, they're gonna say just ignore it. They'll say, yeah, but what about the 100,000 to the other million per day? Oh yeah, you're fucking crazy, right? Okay, so that's not gonna do anything. These are all staged operations with motive and intent.
Right.
Okay, so
So you're
29, foreplay. I'm joking around about my weird life. It doesn't make any sense to a stripper. God, I feel like a rat in a cage.
right.
The fucking face goes cold. They go
No way.
like he knows, right?
That was like the pinnacle of when you were
That was during that period from one of your questions last week.
like, okay.
29, just one of the many things.
Right.
Then a girl Tina's somehow getting information to my mother, I think, that I'm paranoid. A stripper from foreplay is somehow getting information to my mother in Vancouver, Canada, that I'm paranoid.
That would trip me the fuck out.
Right? Then there's other things happening, like I'm driving and I run out of gas on PCH, and Arnold Silver, my stepbrother from Canada, calls me up to sort of take turns of anger on me.
Right. Did you get gas, right? Something
I
like
walked over, I got a can of gas, and it took an hour to fill it up. And Arnold says at the end of the conversation, well, just don't run out of gas on PCH. With this little cryptic spy game tactic.
It's like, how in the hell would you know?
Correct!
That,
But yet I suffer from paranoia because these freaky things keep happening minute by minute, right?
right.
Okay, now why are they doing it? Well, Kevin's the devil child, he's the bad seed. Why is Kevin the devil child in the bad seed? What has he done? I can't answer the fucking question.
Right. What did your
Right?
dad say? Like, you can't tell a guilty person what they did
He said,
because they'll lie or something?
he says in an angry voice, you know what you did.
Right.
And I said, well, what did I do? Well, when people do something, they can lie, so they're not told what they did. Okay, well, you just made a statement that you're a psychotic murderer that will kill anyone if you feel that they did something, correct?
Right.
They don't have a chance to defend themselves. He's also made the statement that I'm not allowed to defend myself, working with Mike Huntley, who's also made that statement. Okay, so instantly, the first thing you need to understand is everything that they're mad at me about are like pinpricks. Well, Kevin stole a 1-cent Jolly Rancher when he was 5 years old. A Save-Ons or
Right.
something like this, right?
Right.
They're not things anyone care about.
No.
Only psychotic murderers.
Right.
Okay? Second of all, I'm not allowed to know what I did, saying that some random fucker's gonna walk up to you and go, you know what you did, and keep asking your stall with a crowbar, correct?
So.
Okay, then they're gonna say you got a problem and you're too sensitive, so you need to go get help.
But then you can't.
But you won't tell me what this is about, correct?
Right.
So how do I get help? I have been forced to go to psychiatrists and confess to what I did.
Which is.
But I've asked 100 million times, what's going on? I won't tell you, but you need to tell me.
And your mom, right? And she says.
And my mom, 29, your past caught up with you. You have a problem too, I think, literal twos, because we see twos everywhere.
Right.
And hinting that you need to leave the country. Well, what's this about? I never said that.
What the hell? So trying to make.
Yeah, well,
you
you've seen her backtrack on 100 different accusations. And then tell me I need to not play the victim and be a Superman. Okay?
Have you talked to her recently too?
Now and then, but it's, you know how it is. It's like she just wants dirt to use against me, and she won't tell me what her problem is, right? So I keep things very distant and simple, and at one point, you never really tell me what specifics about your life. Gee, I wonder why. I mean, anything I say, if I say on the phone, hey, I'm having coffee, even though fucking someone says I'm not allowed, the cops show up, right? Okay, so now you want me to talk to you, but you won't tell me what your fucking problem is, right?
Did you call her on Mother's Day?
Yeah. She was surprised.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, so...
Sorry, sidetrack.
I know.
So everyone...
You get the idea that,
Yeah.
look, this did not start... Now, when they sent me to IRC Towers prison, that was a little cryptic message that I'm a horrible person off IRC in the mid-90s.
Oh my gosh.
Now, Brittany, you've seen it from the 90s to now to 2020
Right.
to 15 minutes ago. Who's the bad person?
Not you.
Okay, I'm the victim. I'm the target, correct?
Yeah.
But the judicial system is mad at me for talking. My sister-in-law wants to lock me in a mental institution with my brother.
That's disgusting.
Okay? They need to deem me as crazy. But you're a witness to everywhere we go.
I don't... Like, the question remains, like, why? Like, ultimately, like, why? What started this? Like, why?
Only they can tell me, and they're not going to. Because when a guy walks around singing World of Paranoia, his motive is to make me look like a paranoid, correct?
Yeah.
Now, I even had guys named Paranoid sent after me on IRC.
Oh
Okay?
my god. It's like, I mean, that alone, like, not having that answer would make me crazy.
That's the point.
So...
Okay, you just said it. Brittany, what is this about? It's a worldwide campaign to execute me with no answer. What is this about?
To make you crazy.
Okay,
Make you
what is gang stalking or gaslighting about?
To make you question yourself and make you crazy.
Well, make you look crazy.
Yeah.
Do what?
To get you, like...
Rid you of the fucking world.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
To remove
Gang
your
stalking,
anxiety.
gaslighting, or crimes to make someone look crazy to rid them of the world.
Inability to,
Okay.
Inability to, what you say. Exactly.
Now. You've seen the proof 100 billion times over. Now let's talk about who's doing it. Well, we've already kind of discussed that with Brittany. Security companies, police officers, firemen, random citizens worldwide helping them. Obviously, NSA level internet tools. Every person in the psychology community wants to be dead, but that you don't talk we kill you, and you better take medication for no reason at all. And what's medication going to do anyways? Because it's really just
There's no
a power trip to justify whipping you. Does that make sense? But you didn't take the medication, so I'm going to keep whipping you.
Right.
You didn't pick my cotton, so I'm going to keep whipping you. And wait, isn't that what Seymour Amster said in your office, referring that I'm like a slave and I need to be pick cotton and shit?
Right.
Okay. Okay. So now we're back to the paradox of the whys that will never be told to me with clear and obvious intent by people with psychology degrees. Now, I'm supposed to go to these psychologists and tell them all the horrible things I did according to my mother at 29.
How do they honestly explain?
Here's some numbers from the psychologists. Tell them everything.
Like, what does it even
Okay?
mean?
With that weird voice, like I'm the bad
Weird
seed.
tone. Yeah, I'd be like,
Okay.
what the fuck do you mean?
Correct. Dennis, I never said that. Okay.
And then you're like,
So now we're back to the paradox that I'm being forced into a situation where I have to tell them everything, but they won't tell me.
what they want you to tell them.
Correct. Does that make sense?
It's a catch-22.
You can't walk up to someone and say, tell me or I'll kill you.
No.
You just say, tell you what? Tell me or I'll kill you. Tell me what? Tell me or I'll kill you. Tell you what? Tell me or I'll kill you. Tell you what?
It's a catch-22.
Okay, now I'm going to kill you because you didn't tell me.
Right.
You know what you did. I don't know what you're talking about. Tell me what you accuse me of. No, you're imagining. I never said that. You're crazy. You need to put in a mental institution. Okay?
Right.
And I'm crazy? I'm sitting here. I'm minding my own business. I turned 29. You're a fucking dead man with worldwide support. It's not about anything. I need to tell you. If I don't tell you, you're going to put me in a mental institution because I'm crazy. We have changing accusations on an hourly basis. I've killed someone, I'm a car thief, I'm a pedophile, I'm harassing people. You heard the cop hit that I'm harassing people with my camera in the police station. I'm a public nuisance. I'm a fraud.
mean,
It changes on an hourly basis. No, what's it about? Nothing specific. Connie Raya, I need to be locked in a mental institution. Adriana Alvarez, I need to be locked in a mental institution. Jason Perlman, 16, I need to be locked in a mental institution. Tom Farley, I can't control people.
you're not trying to control anybody.
Right, I don't know what's going on.
Did you?
And then you can't control the situation, so shut up and take meds, but we're not going to stop.
Hey, so it's like, what the fuck do you want me to do?
Okay, so wouldn't you agree that these are kill operations or eradication operations?
Yeah.
Okay, and the method is to make someone look crazy and rid them of the world. Okay, now, I know I just got you.
No, it's okay.
Where do these tactics come from? We've talked about this over and over. They come from Adolf Hitler's next regime how to exterminate people. Okay? Who's executing these actions? Well, we have flat out black and white proof that every psychologist, therapist, psychiatrist, every person in the psychology community is involved and will be dead and gone. And I don't know these people. I'm not even in the psychology community. Okay.
That's what's
Now, who was I born with, as last conversation from last week, in the psychology, people with psychology degrees, my mother, father, and brother. Okay, so,
all of them.
is it fair to say, without any proof, there's something going on, the government is actually killing people
Yeah.
that they label
Crazy?
some kind of crazy
Yeah.
with the psychology community? I mean, it's undisputable.
Because you have to have somebody to, like, diagnose them crazy.
Correct. If I go to a psychiatrist and she's like a forensic psychiatrist or something, and I hand her and show her videos of me being attacked, and she goes, I don't care, I'm going to kill you. You don't talk or we kill you. You have proof of what's going on in my garage, I'm going to kill you. Or rid you of the world or lock you away. Okay? Think about the ramifications here. A forensic psychiatrist should be like, fuck it, these cops need to fucking go to jail. Okay, so they're involved. They're in bed with something disgusting.
Yes.
On the level of Adolf Hitler. Okay?
Did you ever think you were going crazy? I wouldn't. I just, like, I would be questioning my own sanity.
No, I didn't think I was going crazy, but I knew what I was seeing is crazy.
I would.
You don't want to stop at Mike Huntley's on Lost Hills on Dante here? Okay, so,
No, I would literally, like, just personally, I know that I would literally start thinking I was losing my shit. Just so, I mean, the fact that you were able to even decipher between, you know, what I'm seeing is crazy.
no, there was a good 5 years of I'm seeing it, but I know what's going on, but I can't say anything, because if I say anything, it's scary as shit. What do you say? How do you walk up to a fucking stranger and go, there's 15 black 1966 Lincoln Continentals parked in front of my house and they're trying to make me look crazy?
Right.
Even though you know they're there, what do you say? I didn't have the camera until 10 years later. Does that make sense? I was in photography, but I didn't walk around with the camera. That escalated because my family was mad and the police that I had a camera when I was going out doing normal photography. And then you have to defend yourself. Because if you're out doing a sunset photo and people are following you,
It's your fault?
that's what they're saying, but we all know it isn't.
No. That's another, like passion.
Sure, but all these passions are destroyed instantly because someone wants to be dead and gone, and then someone has a planet full of people helping them. Planet. Think about that. The government has launched a planetary kill operation, exponentially growing since 5 years old with my family.
I can't. It's unheard of. Like, unfathomable.
It is unfathomable, but yet
It's happening.
we see it every day, and everyone's afraid. Either they want me dead, or they're afraid to say something, and honestly, I'd say 98% want me dead. Because eventually people come forward. This is fucking unacceptable. I mean, I don't know what town that was. There's a few years back, there's like 3 police shootings of black people on one way, Ferguson or something, and everyone's holding picket signs to protect people from these things. Yet if it's Kevin Perlman, we won't have to do it. But there's no reason. So
I
it,
don't know if that truck just
oh, did he?
yeah, when we drove past it.
I know, a little inconsistent, but not.
Oh, I didn't know if it was.
I mean, that's how he gets. But that's what my life's like. Like if I go like this, I didn't go out of the lane, and then the cops will be following me like Didn't and for the next 30 years, never the reckless driver. Because this one imperfection, right?
So how do you like determine if it's like that or if they're just straight up trying to like work tactics? Because I didn't know. If that was, like,
Sometimes it takes a good 12 hours. Like example, if I go home now and people are yelling at me that I'm a reckless driver, I need to die or something, or there's hints about it, then I'll know that event is connected with someone that's dramatizing imperfection, which we call street theater and gang stalking, to make killing me or offing me or unlocking way look justified. It's called street theater. You farted in a public room, so you tried to gas people to death, and that's street theater, so we're going to arrest you or lock you away. Street theater. Okay. Okay, so it has nothing to do with the streets, that's gang stalking. Okay, so any questions? I'm sure you probably had a good amount that we did.
No, it's okay. We talked about no, I
Any like serious important ones, or because we're getting close. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so if you could describe you like to the world, like how would you describe yourself like as a human being, as a person?
Kind, giving, generous, thankful for the things I have. No, I have nothing, so I'm not thankful anymore.
But you were.
I was nice, would give for no reason, won't throw judgments in the beginning. I'm not a pushover, though. Okay, as I said years ago, don't mistake my kindness for how's it go?
Weakness?
Yeah, for weakness, right? Okay, I'm going to go out and give you, if you're homeless, I'm going to give you food. But if you take it for granted, then start. There's a term in psychology called giving away your power. Sometimes when you're giving, people take that for granted. They try to take more and more. Yeah. So I'm going to give for no reason. I'll be polite. My family is shoot first, ask questions later. I'm the opposite. Ask questions. I really don't want harm on anyone. I'm accepting of all cultures and races. I might feel like comfortable around you. I might not want to be like.
But you're not hating on
Yeah, like when they sent in the mid '90s in Colorado, they sent a gay guy in my house.
to get off here. Yeah.
They sent a gay guy in my house, and they sent another guy, a homeless guy with the FBI, posing as a homeless guy, whatever, like on that one. They sent a gay guy in my house, and he stuck in my room while I was sleeping.
Did he try to like
No, he didn't. And he's just getting a little flirty, like, what are you thinking about, this and that.
trying to like
And I felt a little uncomfortable,
understandably
and I'm not gay, and I was very inexperienced. And I told my roommates, I think that guy's gay because he's actually flirting, whatever.
Right.
Nothing mean.
No.
And after that, I was hunted by Worldwide Sport. Even people working with the Starbucks Corporation in Topanga, Victory, two of them, Oxnard and Canoga, and Victory and Canoga, with gay employees working on me in their anger and rage, because what? Wait for it. Because I didn't ask out a gay guy flirting with me. That's the reason. I did not ask out a gay guy flirting with me. So I'm a racist and a bigot because I did not ask out a gay guy. Wait,
Because you're not gay.
How does it go from here to there, like everything else? Why do I have to ask out a gay guy?
You don't.
Okay, so I wasn't mean to the guy. I was a little weirded out because I used to people. I was just shy.
In general.
But I wasn't mean to the guy.
Oh.
And these are daily college incidences. That are daily
You were
interactions.
very kind, actually. Like.
And my roommates were sort of playing these weird frame job games, though. Like, we don't have time to get in that. But the point is that these are all, like everything else, staged operations for frame jobs.
Right, to make you appear to be a certain person.
Sure, and after that, I was very friendly with gay people. Like I'll hang out with gay people at parties. I won't fuck them. I won't stick my little wick in their little butt bowl. But
No,
I have no
you're not
problem with gay people. I'm
You're
just not
accepting
gay,
that
okay?
You're not interested in that.
Yeah, so if
Okay.
some angry, bitter, gay hate guy tries to convert me and then tries to kill me, I'm the good guy,
Yes.
okay?
You did
And I
nothing
mean,
wrong.
my sister-in-law, I went to Colorado and they staged the events. My sister-in-law, Jennifer Pilchick, says there's a lot of gay people on Lincoln Street in Florida. And I go to Florida and instantly a gay guy grabs onto me and he says, hey, let's go home. You live here. Let's have some fun. No, listen, I'm not gay, but I had no problem putting my arm around him or anything.
Right, you're not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think that Jennifer Pilchick and her ideals was doing, right?
Trying
to set me up and frame me.
Exactly.
And if I don't fuck the gay guy, they're going to hunt me and kill me. Right? Okay, don't you think that's a little fucking extreme?
Yes.
Okay.
Incredibly. You were actually like clearly you're not a bigot and like you had no issues. You're like comfortable with your sexuality, whatever. You hung with the dude, like you weren't an asshole, like, but you're not gonna take him home because like you're not gay.
Sure. And
You're.
I think that's
person.
that's more than the average person would do.
Honestly, yeah, it's sad to say that, but yes.
And
it's
yet I'm being
true.
hunted by people worldwide and gay
yes.
groups and black communities. Yeah, I know you're that way. I just
Oh.
want to document, we're at the do-it-yourself home center here, where I've had 2 horn honkers in the last 2 weeks here, where the horn honking is going all the way down to where we just were in Beverly Hills.
Right.
Starting here 2 weeks ago, it fluctuates, but the internet-based kill tools, hey, we're just documenting some of the cars. Backwards is actually closer to normal, where they're a little more spread.
Can you drive me around back again?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Okay, so there's not much here, so whatever. Okay, and it's 6:06. Okay, so you get the idea. So who is Kevin Perlman? Well, he's nice. Let me put it this way. When I built Erotic Ranch, my thoughts were, I'm going to make shitloads of money, and I'm going to build a system that you can make shitloads of money with no
Right.
upfront costs,
You weren't.
and I want to be
selfish.
paid back on the back end by 10%.
Right. That's very.
I did it all for you. You have no complaint that I'm a fraudster or anything else, because I came to you and I did everything for you and asked for nothing in return but a tiny piece off the top of your fucking success.
Right. That's very.
Of providing you the tools
Yeah.
that you couldn't do by yourself, or the average programmer, which is different now,
Right.
would provide, he would charge you a minimum startup to build that website, $10,000,
Right.
and he would charge you $1,000 a month for maintenance.
Right. It was a.
So
a hell of
your
a deal.
adult website back then, not now, back then,
Mhm.
would cost you start up $10,000 in over a year's time, what, $12,000 a year or something. But I'm walking up saying, I want nothing up front.
Nothing.
Here's the tools that you could do everything yourself. You can upload the photos,
Your
videos,
No.
and all I want is you to go out and sell yourself and give me a little piece off the top.
Exactly.
After I spend years of work not
For
getting
free.
paid.
Right.
That's who I am. Now, who's ever mad at me and wants me dead? Dr. Ronald Barry Perlman.
Right.
For that, don't associate with those people through the Mike Huntley sound piece,
Right.
echo chamber, whatever you want to call it, delivering me messages. Don't associate with those people. Is a death threat. You associate with people I don't approve of. You're a fucking dead man.
Right.
Correct? I mean, is
Right,
that your
yes,
take
and
on it?
it's like your parents should be so proud of you, honestly.
Well,
like you.
but my apparent. Let's close this by saying this: my parents don't accept you, those people, and those people are hunting me down to have me killed by the very people that want you fucking dead. Think about that.
Right.
Okay?
Insane.
You're being used to kill the fucking person on your side.
Right. Right. That's so fucking twisted.
Okay? So all these little strippers like Luna Star are working on me, or what are the latest? I think like Gia Milana or whatever, Shay Evans, Tia Cyrus, Danielle Derrick, Jada Fire, Alexis Amore. Hold on, I'm just trying to get a few of these names here. Kayla Carrera. whatever. I think you get the point.
Yeah.
They're feeding you bullshit, and you're going out killing for the very fucking people that want you dead. You, those people.
Right.
Right?
That's so
I'm not sitting in my
twisted.
fucking office saying, don't associate with those people and those people need to die.
No.
The people that are telling me that are approaching you saying, go kill Kevin for accepting you.
Right. It's
Whether they're
literally
gay, whether they're porn stars, whether they're strippers, whether they're lawyers.
someone who doesn't judge them at all. Like,
Right, the
they're
very
trying
fucking
to-
judgmental Adolf Hitler, bigoted, racist piece of shit, they're helping.
Right. I don't get that. It's like backwards as fuck.
Sure, but it comes from people that believe everything they're told,
Don't fucking believe everything you're told. That's the message.
and there's no reason they should based on the way
No.
things.
None. You're a good person. Like, I've known you a while now, like over a year, right? Year and a half, almost 2.
Yeah,
And
almost
it's
two.
like, you're a good person.
I mean, am I exerting these horrible, mean, abusive
No.
behaviors that they say the
I've
world,
never-
the entire planet, not one person, the entire planet is told?
I've literally never seen you do anything of that sort at all. I've never seen you like be mean or like violent or have any inappropriate behaviors or anything at all. I've seen you be polite and kind. Period.
Yeah, and if I have to be an asshole, it's 99.9%
It's defending
from pieces of
yourself.
shit fucking working on me,
Yeah.
and you can't not be an asshole
No.
by people who are just abusive pieces of shit.
You-
And I just want to throw this in, even though it's totally sort of non-related. There used to be this little scam about, Kevin, don't burn your bridges.
Mm.
Well, if motherfuckers were lighting bridges on fire and throwing them at me every day, I ain't burning the fucking bridge.
Exactly.
I'm trying to get the fucking bridge to stop being thrown at me.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
You're not burning the bridges, you're trying to avoid the fucking burning bridges. Oh my god. Or get them to stop throwing them.
Yeah.
That would be the best.
So, there was one. Oh, any important closing thought on, I've given you who I am based on what you've seen.
Right. Based on knowing
And-
you, not based on what anyone else or whatever like would say.
Yeah.
So I hope people would do that as well.
Yeah. Now you've seen people attacking me,
Countless.
the reverse racists, all the way down in Beverly Hills at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. Where, do you mind doing that again when it's crowded?
No, we can do that.
Okay,
Yeah,
and you'll
for
really
sure.
see. You've seen the linked events from the last 2 weeks. People starting up again with the double horn honkings here at
I know, as
Do It
soon as we
Yourself,
walked
and
out.
instant communication from Woodland Hills to Beverly Hills.
Right.
Instant. How is that possible? Well, it's very possible. It's just unheard of.
Through these systems. Right.
Correct.
Shutting
Brittany, we've talked about whether I'm imagining or crazy.
no, you're not.
okay, so-
you're not crazy. You're not imagining it. Like, this is very real. Like, I wish that other people would take a second to like think before just believing bullshit. To be honest.
Yeah.
And look
Now-
at the facts and the evidence. Like, it's all
Sure.
right there.
Now I'm just throwing this in for food for thought,
Sure.
because I haven't done anything. I haven't stalked anyone. I haven't hurt anyone.
No.
Sure, I had a few occasions in my life where I made a fool out of myself, but
Who hasn't?
that's not a crime or even anything that anyone gets mad at. They kind of
No.
laugh. Like, I call them chumpy incidences, whatever.
I've definitely done.
Everyone
My fair share.
does them. They're just not collected to use against you
Right.
normally. If I were to hurt someone in self-defense, not that I have.
Right.
I mean, let's
Self-defense.
theoretically say I did threaten Terrence Scroggins and I did beat the shit out of Bailey Bernard, which didn't happen.
Self-defense. Period.
It would have been
You didn't instigate
justified,
it.
correct?
Well, yeah, you weren't the one provoking. You weren't instigating. Like, you were defending
correct.
yourself.
They're
after
not. It's
that.
not. It's not only one person working on me. It's a conspired planet
Right.
trying to get the reactions. And if you have to stop people from killing you, you
That's
have
what
to
you
fucking
do.
stop people from killing you because of preservation of man.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now, all I've done is put up websites and get proof and try to passively fight fire with fire,
Right.
and they get angry and angry, and you can see that they're using every fucking card in the billion-dollar government bank account
Yeah.
to silence me about their 42-year torture and kill operations. And I'm just going to shut up here, and, maybe that makes
What?
someone angry. Oh,
Oops.
it's a long story. I'll explain it later.
Oh my God.
So, I did this on the courtroom.
Did you?
Yeah, Korean kept. I was explaining. Oh, does this? She was holding up the picture of me and the gun and talking about my photography and this and that, trying to make the picture of me holding the gun look like I've killed someone or something with a toy gun in the privacy of my own home,
Right.
which I've showed 100 million people doing the same things and nobody cares.
Right.
And so I said, well, it's like Hollywood. Stop. And she cut me off. And I go, it's like Hollywood. No, stop. And I go, and I did this like 4 times in a row. I'm like, oh, hey, see, he's crazy right now because she's cutting me off before I can get to the point.
Exactly.
Look, when you go to a movie, do you try to hunt down and kill the characters?
No.
Okay, so that's the point.
Right, exactly. It's
okay, so anyways.
Yeah, she sucks.
No.
Anyway.
You can obviously tell she's paid off.
Yes.
Yeah.
She is. She definitely has an agenda.
Yeah.
For sure. Anyway.
Anyways, so is that it?
Till next time.
Till next time. And hopefully we'll get the full Monty of Cedars-Sinai. We're going to help you by killing you. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go back there at a
Okay.
different time for sure.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, so that's it.